Oof.
Bad things happened. Then we ended up on a boat.
You're terrible at this, V.
Accurate
You
recap.
want to try?
He doesn't want to remember the bad times.
Tig, you want to give it a shot?
We tried to fight some people at that church. They were way too high level for us. Nala got killed. We managed to get out of there after they talked to us, and we did end up on a boat and resurrected Nala. And we've been using every single individual day to cast Scrying.
Congratulations, Tig.
Playing
You get an
Scry
inspiration.
Yeah, good job, Tig. Inspiration. We're playing scrying darts where we're just like throwing scries at the wall, seeing what happens.
Like, what stuff can we go back and look at while we're on a boat?
So we rolled into the next day. You've been on this boat for 18 days now. As the first mate has told Shin, it should take you about 5 weeks to get to Donna, which means you're roughly past halfway. You got lucky. You had a bad storm to begin with, and then you had a good storm to help catch up that time.
A good storm?
Yep. I'm sorry. You had good headwind, is what I meant to say. Not a good storm. Good wind. We'll say it's basically the start of the day. Corey, you're up in the crow's nest. I need you to make me a perception at advantage because you have a periscope, or not a periscope, but fucking what are they called?
Oh, Jesus, I rolled a 5 and a 6, but my perception is not total ass. So 6 plus 8 is 1 plus 14. It's 14.
Wow.
I really feel bad, you guys. I feel like shit.
Are you okay to play?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure? Is this something that might do better for Sunday?
No. We're playing. First of all, we're already playing D&D on Sunday, and second of all, I'm fine.
Oh, right. Is this something that might be Saturday for you?
No, I'm good. If I'm actually getting sick, I'm gonna feel worse tomorrow than I do right now.
That's true.
I guess so, but you could sleep it off today and not be sick at all tomorrow.
Well, I can still sleep it off after this game. We end at like 10 p.m. my time. I have no plans tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you're in the past.
Yeah.
It's also true. All right, so you're keeping an eye out on top. It's been really quiet for most of the time. There hasn't been another ship that you've seen the entire time you've been on here, which isn't too unusual. But considering you're going through 5 weeks, you would think there at least should be one at some point in time, following the news and where they've all been going. So you scan the horizon, keeping an eye on things, and you don't. Just another day. As you're sailing along and you're getting ready to go down and swap with the other lookout, you do notice there seems to be something floating off to the out into the ocean further.
Is there a standard procedure for notifying people of things when I spot them? That's what I do.
Make me a general.
About boats. Oh, intelligence, really? Oh, that's a nat 20.
So, yes.
My intelligence is -1, so that's a 19.
You've asked before, and you're like, I mean, I'm going to be the lookout. What do I do if I XYZ? And they've told you, especially for the boats, you definitely want to alert them for boats. Anything else, it's kind of a best discretion, but more than likely warn somebody and just shout down, hey, I see X on one side or the other side of the ship.
Okay.
And the
do that.
question is, does Corey remember which side is what?
Well, is it to my right or to my left?
Considering you can look all the way around, there isn't really a right or left to look at.
No, if I'm facing the bow, is it to my right or my left?
To your left.
So it's off the, what is it, port side?
don't
I
know,
rolled
is
a
it?
nat 20 on my int check, so I'm going to say that.
Okay, so what do you shout down?
Oh, come on, dude.
Just generally, what do you shout down? I'm just trying to figure that out. That's all.
Mysterious floating object, stern side, and I point at it and hope that someone's looking at me.
Okay. One of these sailors will come up, or oh, hello.
Hi.
Welcome back.
You shout that down. Anybody who is around
I
can
say
hear
good
that.
work.
One of the sailors runs off to get
Bex
the
went
first
all
mate.
quiet.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Mhm.
No. Blah 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 blah.
I can hear you fine.
What the fuck's going on?
You can hear anything?
Miser's
Only-
quiet.
Only Miser is having problems.
Huh.
Mazur's quiet?
Yeah, you're a little quiet.
How about now?
We can hear you better now. Can you hear us? Sounded like you couldn't
Yeah.
hear us.
Yeah, that was the issue. How about
Weird.
now? I can still hear you, Sai.
Okay.
That's what I get for playing with the mic when we're doing this.
All right. So, anyways, you yell down. One of the sailors runs off to get the first mate. First mate's not too far. He comes out, and he pulls out his own spyglass and starts looking off the port side.
He didn't trust you.
He sees it, and then does a few calculations and realizes that we're going to pass it. And he will start talking to a bunch of the sailors. Who else is up during the day?
I'm up for at least 4 hours of it. I'm only down for 4 hours of it. I know that much.
Okay.
I think Isk and Nala both don't have dark vision, right? So we were the 3 during the day, and then the 2 boys were.
Yeah, I
doing the
think
night
that's.
shift.
Sounds
Yeah.
about right. So he will call you to come down, Corey, since it's about the time for the lookout to change anyways. And then call
Okay.
for the sails to be trimmed. And waits for you to get down from the top, and then calls for the rest of the group that's still up to gather. Once you all gather together, those of you that are awake. So it looks like there is some wreckage of what I believe is a ship, and there are some survivors floating off the port side. We're going to miss them, but I want to get your guys' idea of whether or not you want to try and rescue them.
Well, I could control water and maybe try and scoop them up that way.
It's not so much a question of how, because we definitely have the capability of doing it. It's more of a question of whether or not you want to try and get 2 more people on board and then take them all the way to Donna, because we're not going to be going back to Dark Harbor.
I mean, if it's a shipwreck, wouldn't it be better to save people than to let them die?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yes, but I'm just going to offer the idea that we don't know who they are and why the shipwreck was caused.
Oh, we have a paladin and a cleric with us. They can vet them for you.
Yeah, if they're bad guys, we'll just, I don't know, toss them back overboard. That seems terrible. We have to at least try and save them, though.
Try to save them. If they're evil, toss them back.
Yeah.
Okay. I will present your idea to the captain. I think he'll go along with whatever you guys decide, and I'll try and get the sailors to turn us that way. So he shouts out a couple orders, and the helmsman
Immediately to the
adjusts.
paladin and cleric. Do you guys actually have spells that can do that?
I think Matthias is sleeping, but I think he can detect good and evil.
Can you not?
I kind of wish I had Zone of Truth prepped.
How about you, Risk?
I cannot tell anyone's intentions with magic, but I could help to rescue them.
I wonder if I can. Hold on a second. Searching memory banks.
Wow. While you're figuring that out, the captain comes out with the first mate, and he just verifies with you guys. You all right picking him up?
Yes.
I'm not super alright with not saving people who could be innocent, so yes.
All right. It's your call. We're here to help you guys.
Well, the alternative is if they're evil, I can always create a barrage on them.
Yeah, I got Flame Strike. That won't damage the ship, right?
He gives you an eye and then walks
That was
away.
Vex, not Corey. I didn't say it in the voice.
Mine was super in Shin.
The first mate barks out a few more orders, and the ship is turning towards the what looks to be very small amount of wreckage at this point. And on one of the larger pieces is what looks to be, everybody make me a perception check before I describe this, because you're not quite there yet.
Another nat 20. It's 28. Maybe I'll take notes.
Wow. Everybody's rolling amazing.
We can see
Matthias,
forever.
just kidding. You all notice that there is what looks to be a Kenku and a small child floating on this piece of salvage. Float Sam, as it were, I guess.
Flotsam.
And some of the sailors are prepping the side of the boat, getting some rope ladders ready. I mean, there's rope rigging as it is, but just the more, the better.
How familiar are we with Kenku?
Very, very rare in this world, but you have heard about them, and you've probably seen one in your travels, one or two.
Are they afflicted by the same curse that is like in other games?
You've heard both. You've heard that they're fine. They talk normally. They just have a weird speech pattern. And you've heard of some that have no speech of their own and copy everybody else around them.
Different strengths of affliction. Okay.
So the boat will sail up to them, and they raise all the sails up near the end so that they can kind of work it closer and closer. And Corey, if you use control water, it helps them out, because you can either adjust the way the people are or the way the boat is. And
yeah, I will do that.
They will get close enough to where they can grab. First, they'll get the child and bring it aboard, and then they'll grab the Kenku and bring it aboard. The child looks to be small, human, roughly 10 to 12 years old. Brown hair, brown eyes. I'm sorry, black hair, black eyes.
Black eyes.
In a tattered dress and shivering from a cold. And the Kenku doesn't really have much of an expression, but has some clothing on it, and it just, again, is also kind of shivering from the cold of the water. And some of the sailors fetch some blankets to wrap around them.
Well, I can't cast absorb elements on them.
I'm always cold, so me touching them is not helpful.
Yeah, getting the blankets is definitely the best way to warm them up right now.
So a couple sailors bring them some blankets, a couple more bring them some food, which
I
they
send a
happily
sailor
eat.
to wake up Matthias.
Okay.
Hey, don't
So
do that.
V
He
can
needs
play.
his full rest. If he doesn't get his full rest, he doesn't get his casty bits, right? Isn't that
the
how that
sailor
works?
pauses. Looks at Shin, looks at Corey, looks confused, looks at the first mate. First mate shrugs.
He'll be fine.
Oh.
Go wake him up.
Don't mind us. That's how we talk.
All right. Sailor runs off. The first mate kind of goes towards the rest of you and speaks in a hushed tone. So, what do you think?
I think we should talk to them.
Kid.
Not much of a child person. I'm just gonna put that out there. Any of
Don't
you?
worry. Me and Matthias got this.
Okay. Child is eating a piece of bread. The Kenku is eating a piece of fish. And they're just kind of looking at the sailors. Neither of them has said anything at this point. Matthias, make me a con save. You're woken up.
Is it time for my watch already?
Your friends need you.
Oh.
On the deck.
There, better go. Get up and head out.
Sailor will lead you out, and then they all go back to their duties as they get the sails to full again and get the ship ready to sail.
What's going on?
Good morning.
Normal world ending stuff. Two kids
Couple of-
over there.
Kids in the water.
Are they okay? Have you guys talked to them yet?
Not yet. We're waiting for you.
You're the people person. Talk to them. Shin walks off and goes and invents things.
Oh, Jesus. All right, well, I'll take Matthias and Isk if Isk is interested by the arm, and we'll go sit in front of the kids.
Sure.
Once you get up, what's your name?
You need to be more specific.
Probably look to the girl first.
Okay. I didn't give her a name. 1 second.
Come
Were
on,
we
you had to
supposed
know you would
skip
ask their
these people,
names.
Si?
Do you
Ah.
think we were just gonna like leave them in the water?
Yes.
Hey, as a player, that seems like a great idea, but as a good cleric, not so much.
I gave my thoughts. And I walked away.
Bye, Shin.
To go invent things.
Yes.
Okay. My name's Allie. Where are we?
We're on a boat that's heading towards Donna. What happened to you?
She has a kind of fearful look in her eyes when you say you're heading to Donna. And then doesn't respond to your question.
Were you on a boat before?
Yeah. Something
Dude.
happened. I don't know. Me and him, we were floating. She points towards the Kenku. I heard explosions, and next thing I knew, I was in the water. I don't want to go back.
What? So you were from Donna?
Not from, but I came from there. I don't live there, but I don't want to be there.
Why not?
What did you say, Bex?
Why not?
Okay, that's what I thought you said, but I misheard it for some reason. It's a scary place. Bad things happen there. I want to be somewhere else.
if you tell us what kind of bad things, maybe we can stop them from happening.
Nobody can stop them. I don't want to go back. Please. Please don't take me back there.
Corey looks at Matthias and then she says, "We have extra special super magic powers. So we might actually really be able to help you."
She gets wide-eyed at that. Really?
We do.
Wait, you're not with the church, are you? She actually, you're still wearing your armor and stuff, right? Or did you take that
Oh,
off?
for sure.
Oh, she is panicking.
Don't worry. We're not.
And hides behind the Kenku.
Looks at Matthias.
And do you have a name there?
The Kenku opens his mouth, and you immediately realize what type of Kenku he is. Because the sounds that come out of his mouth are what sound to be explosions and an older person saying, "Get away from me, you monster!" And that's it.
We're not with the church like what you've probably been dealing with.
He speaks again, and it's the same. It's the same voice, not quite as angry, and it says, "We need to get the hell out of here."
Who took you away from Donna? Who saved you?
Why did I do that? He opens his mouth, and it's a different voice. And it says, "Welcome aboard to the Intrepid. We're the fastest boat on the Bahamut Seas."
Is anyone from the boat around? Anyone who works on our ship around?
Yes, the sailors are all doing sailor stuff. The first mate's on deck, keeping an eye on things. They're minding their business for the most part, but it's hard to not overhear what's happening because it's not a very big boat, and you're still on deck.
Ask one of them if they've heard of the Intrepid.
The name sounds familiar. I know there is a boat of that name, but to be honest, it's not like we have a central registration, so there might be multiple of that name.
Maybe somebody that claimed to have the fastest ship.
Think. Well, last I heard, they were in Providence, but there was a ship that was built purely for speed and had very little cargo space.
Are you okay?
And the captain basically made his living wages off of getting people from one side of the world to the other as quick as possible. So he would market his skills and he would make money based on that, trying to entice like nobles and high-ranking officials who had no better method of transport than what he could do. So it's possible that it's this one, because if they were in Providence and were coming sailing north, but the last I heard they were in Providence was like 2 years ago, so that's not very reliable.
And there's fast to make a name for themselves like that. It probably could have been anywhere in that amount of time.
Yes, and you also got the people who try to copy somebody who does something like that, and why not? Because if you're going to make a name for yourself, somebody else wants to ride that fame and make money off of that name. It could have been a copycat without seeing the boat itself and without being able to talk to the captain or anybody who was in charge of it. It really could be anything.
Right.
Corey is going to take out her holy symbol, show it to Allie, and say, "You see how this one is different from the one you're used to? I'm from Bahamut, but I'm not from the church."
She's
You can
peeking
try.
around the Kenku, looking at the symbol and looking at you, and she looks to have the understanding that it is different, but doesn't seem ultimately convinced that you're not from the church.
We're different. You can trust us.
She
Right,
looks
Matthias?
around and then back at you and kind of has a sad look on her face. I don't think I have much of a choice, do I?
Well, I will protect you even if you don't trust us. But it would be a lot easier for us to take care of you if we knew more.
Okay. I'll try.
So can you tell us what you were running away from?
I don't really want to remember it. The church
I
has bad
understand.
people in it.
Mm-hmm. True.
But if we know who to look out for, we can keep you protected better.
I don't. I don't want to remember. I don't want to think about it. I just don't. I just want to go. I just want to leave.
I think I have. I do. I'm going to cast Calm Emotions on her.
Okay.
If she wants to save against it, it's Charisma 16. She can choose to fail.
What level is it? Calm emotions.
Calm Emotions is 2nd level.
Yep.
Okay. Load. How close are you when you cast this?
Uh-oh. I mean, I think we're sitting face to face. Also, it's a radius. It's an AoE.
That's what I'm saying. You're hitting a lot
So,
of people with this. Just
we all-
FYI.
We all stoned now, baby. We all chilling. Everything's cool, man. It's a 20-foot. I would assume that we were sitting face to face with these kids. That is my
Okay.
assumption.
So
Am I in
you
range
cast
of
a
this?
spell. Shen, you might not be there because you said you went back to invent things, right?
That's why I was asking if I was in range of it still.
It's only 20 feet radius. You're not
It's a
that
20-foot
close.
radius.
Imagine you
Yes.
have a spot where you're doing your. It's not on the main deck.
I guess I should make a save.
It's up to you. Jesus. Well, there's a nat 20.
Plus 12. Holy
Jesus.
shit. Hey, the kid gets plus 4 to her saving throw. She's within 30 feet of Matthias.
It's only if you're in 10 feet.
Oh,
It's not 30 feet.
I'm
Yet.
in 10 feet
30
of
feet
too,
is,
but
30
still.
feet is later levels.
Yeah.
So what do you want to
Isk is
common
super
motions-
chill.
So what do you
Yeah.
want common emotions to do?
Just help her so she can maybe try and talk about it without getting so upset.
So you want the suppress the charm or frightened part?
I guess technically she's frightened, so yeah.
Okay, that's fine. She seems to calm down a bit.
You don't have to be scared. You can tell us.
What was that?
I'm just trying to help you not be scared.
That was cool.
Yeah, I told you I have magic powers.
Huh. I feel a little better. Thank you.
Good. We don't want to make you talk about stuff we don't want to talk about, but we can't help you if we don't know anything.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're gonna cast spells at you until you tell us.
No. I'm just trying to be
Maybe.
nice. Yeah, I don't know what V's gonna do.
You know, there's various forms of torture. You're just doing the nice kind.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Good cop, gooder cop.
Yep.
Makenku speaks up, and it's in a different voice. One way or the other, we're getting off this boat.
Mm.
Right now, we're in. If you were to leave the boat now, that would put you in the same situation that you were before.
He will then respond with an emphatic yes. Ali speaks up. I think he's confused about what happened. I am too, but he says strange things sometimes. I called him Cuckoo. He seemed to like that name. Then he opens his mouth and says, yes.
All right. Cuckoo it is.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Weiser.
Can I get some rest?
Yeah, it's starting to get kind of late. Some rest would do you good.
Yeah, Matthias needs to sleep too. He was up all night watching out for us because he's such a good guy.
It's still so it's about noon right now. So you pretty much woke up Matthias right after he went to bed. Poor guy.
Yeah, he needs to go to sleep. So maybe he can go with you guys.
Okay. Where are we going?
We're gonna go to bed. Matthias will start leading the way, and as he does that, he's gonna cast Divine Sense.
Okay.
Yes, they're demons.
You sense
Uh-oh.
He's
Taking
been
too
quiet.
sorry,
This is
I'm
bad
trying to
news.
make something. Sorry. You sense odd traces of foul, like something smells foul, but it's very faint.
Oh no, we found the one that can smell corruption.
Can I tell which one it's coming from, or is it just
Not
too faint
without
for that?
turning to them and trying to smell each one of them directly. So that's up to you.
So wait, his divine sense works through his nose now?
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. There you go.
Like literally.
It's right fucking there in the spell, man.
Can hear good
Does
and
it smell like
evil.
a sickly sweet tar? What would that smell like?
That's not great.
Is it quiet on purpose?
Matthias would keep leading the way and just kind of look back and make sure they're still following him.
Yeah, they're still following you. The child is looking around wide-eyed. The Kenku is just looking at you.
Suspicious.
Guess I'll lead them to a bed.
Okay.
Sure.
The Kenku gets up on the bed and starts preening it and preening his feathers as he just like settles down, and the kid curls up next to him.
Sleep tight.
Thank you. The Kenku. Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Shin from the same room. What the fuck? Why was that so emphatic?
After a few minutes, both of them seem to fall asleep.
Once they're both asleep, Matthias will cast Divine Sense one more time.
Okay. Same smell.
Can you tell who it's coming from?
It's lingering on both of them.
Like it might be coming from... Like it's coming from them or coming from something on them?
Hard to tell.
Guess Faisal. I am getting way too distracted by what Meister's typing. Because I'm trying to say something and it's like I read another line. No.
Sorry, my headcanon is leaking out when I'm not actually present.
To be fair, Shin, you get to see what he's doing.
I know. I'm still sort of going, what the fuck are you doing? But I'm being quiet about it.
Guess Matthias will lean up against the wall and go to sleep.
So telepathically to MPT, I tell MPT to keep an eye on the Kenku and the human girl, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Roger.
Just okay. MPT is now a Star Wars droid. I don't feel you are prepared for this.
What do the rest of you do?
Well, who has the Goldie coin?
Good question.
I think that actually got given to Nala.
So chew.
Yeah, because Matthias gave it back to you, and you gave it right to Nala.
Pretty sure. But it's been a few days, but I'm sure it's been around. But we can roll with it being with Nala. Not that I can RP asking her for it. But I'm going to ask her. Oh shit. 18.
Matthias. Shin.
What am I doing?
Roll a d20.
Oh, I'm included.
Trying to figure out whose pocket it's in.
That's 2 20s in a row.
Yeah, dude.
Have you rolled?
Nope. Do that.
Do it.
Oh shit.
Wow, that D is large.
20.
It's an angry D.
All right, Matthias has it.
He's asleep. Son of a bitch. My plan is foiled.
Go wake him up again.
No, it's not worth it. It ain't worth it. I'll just do it tomorrow. It's fine. I don't know. I do whatever I normally do. No, I'm not fucking waking you up for this shit. No. And I'm not fucking pickpocketing it off him either. It's cool. I don't know. I do whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Tomorrow's another day.
Out of game. Sai.
Another day. What's up?
Out of game. Can we, in this universe, be so good at pickpocketing to steal the armor off of someone while they're wearing it?
No.
Damn.
What a question, though.
My alternate character for if this one died is now moot.
No rogue.
No rogue.
So what do the rest of you do for the rest of the day?
Since I have finished the amulet, how far along will I get before we hit Donna to make that magazine?
Killing me, Smells.
You asked. What else are we doing? That is what Shin is working on.
2 weeks to get the magazine done.
Okay. And I apparently don't have it in my notes, so we might need to talk about that in after game.
It was a 2-clip magazine, so you could fire 2 shots before you had to reload.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right.
Okay, and the rest of you?
I will call it Magazine of Full Action.
Sounds good.
Jessica's probably going on their shift soon.
Yep.
Corey was off of theirs.
Yep.
Corey's gonna, I don't know, hang out,
Okay.
meditate, pray, ask Bahamut for guidance.
Okay.
You
Commune.
know, cleric shit. Not cast the spell commune.
I was gonna say, it sounds awful like communing.
I am not casting the spell commune. That requires components. I am not using any components except my brain.
You have a good feeling in your stomach, but that's about it.
That's cool.
Nighttime arrives. Matthias, your turn to get up.
All right. And was that enough to get my long rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're fine.
Guess Matthias is going on his watch.
All right. Is anybody doing anything special for the nighttime?
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping.
Okay.
Oh, Tig, you want me to do it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I imagine
Corey.
Tig and Bex went back and forth all week about who else they're going to scry.
Sure.
Corey's gonna scry
Sure.
on the boat wreckage.
Okay. You see the boat wreckage.
Anything
What time are you doing this?
like, before bed?
You see
So it's
darkness.
I was gonna say it's pretty dusk.
Son of a fuck.
Yeah.
Before the sun goes down. Right before the sun goes down.
Okay, great,
Corey is not as dumb as me when I'm sick, okay?
great, great.
I'm
So,
looking for, like, I don't know, suspicious floating items or, dead bodies that look mauled by were people. Or, I don't know.
where would these
I don't know.
people
I don't know what
be?
the fuck. I don't know what the fuck these kids are, but like, what if they're like demon beasts? So
Oh.
I'm just gonna look for shit.
So to back up a little bit, the Kenku is an adult Kenku. It's not a child.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, or like, I don't know. Yeah, just like if there's anything floating that seems suspicious or interesting.
Roll me 4d6.
Sure. 4254.
You see a couple bubbles. Hard to tell though because it's wavy. So
Well, and we're super far away now, right?
right.
But I think that there's someone alive under there.
Nope. You just see bubbles.
Hmm.
Mysterious bubbles.
We must go back.
No. Oh, no, I don't think we were going to take those kids back there. I can't discern anything other than bubbles, correct?
You don't see anything else that looks suspicious.
All right, well, I'll tell Shin about it.
Shin, what do you do?
About that information?
Yep.
If you're seeing bubbles, they're probably, if it is someone, dead, drowning, or already gone.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was just curious what you thought.
Probably going to be shark food relatively soon.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Did you not ask the sleepers over there if there were, other survivors?
Sure didn't.
Oh my gosh. What?
Shin, this is why you can't leave us alone. Why do you ever go away?
Shush, they're sleeping.
They both wake up.
Shin
Chad.
gives a very, very large face palm. It is overly dramatized for your viewing pleasure.
I want my mommy.
Oh, man. Okay.
Roger.
If you want to run away, now's the time, Shin.
Oh yeah, no, it's nighttime. It's my watch too. Later.
Bye. Corey goes and attempts to comfort the crying child.
Make a comfort roll.
What is that, persuasion? How's an 18 taste?
Sorry,
Dude.
the DC was 30.
Tig,
Oof.
the fucking dice that you bought me are so powerful.
She calms down pretty quickly. You have some really good techniques and you employ them pretty well.
Child
Techniques,
care.
Yes.
40 years of running an orphanage will get you something. Cool, now I have 2 kids to take care of.
Sounds
I
about
guess
right.
a child and an adult Kenku. Only it's my bedtime, so that's a problem.
The Kenku says in one of the previous ones, one way or the other, we're getting off this boat.
I don't know if you can make it out there by yourself, and we don't really have a way to turn around. I know you don't want to go back to Donna, but we literally can't turn around.
It responds, "Turn, you dumbass! That's what the steering wheel is for."
Yeah, message received, and we still literally cannot turn around. So, I am very sorry, but it's better than being back in the ocean, isn't it?
Yes.
Exactly. Oh, I'm very sorry that we can't do that, but what we can do is get you safely back to Donna and possibly even safely onto another ship going somewhere else.
The alley starts wandering off.
Hey,
She's not paying attention to you.
where are you going?
She's out the door.
I'm following her.
She starts running.
Really?
Like any young kid would.
Matthias, you got a kid incoming!
What? Why did you let her run off?
fucking running.
He's making a move for downstairs. Giggling.
You sure she's not trying to play?
Well, you do it. I'm tired. Come on,
Guess I'll go
Dad.
chase after her.
Okay. Make me a dex check. Oh no, you can see in the dark. You're fine. Ooh. Yikes.
Uh-oh.
As you chase after her, one of the sailors was coming up the stairs, and he's like, "Oh wait, what?" And you're thump, thump, thump.
Nice.
Are you okay?
As you go to look, it's a sailor, and he's like, "Oh God, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Ow. Oh God, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good."
I'll help him up, and while I'm
Ow.
helping him up, 5 points of lay on hands.
Lay on hands. He doesn't need healing like that per se. It takes like 2,
Okay.
but it looks like he can't put weight on one of his ankles.
Lay on hands his ankle?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm teasing. I don't know.
Does he need
I-
some
Yes.
lesser restoration? Because I don't have it prepped. Just kidding.
I don't think lesser restoration helps with broken
No,
bones.
It totally doesn't. Cure wounds should, though. Like, lay on hands should. She's cursed. She's done a cursed damage to him. It's unhealable.
I don't want to be a dick and say it has to be regeneration, but
Well, because we don't have that, so
it's basically it's
he'll
a
just
torn
die.
it's a torn ligament, so cure is not going to really cure that. But I'll say lesser restoration will take care of it.
Well, then I guess he's walking tomorrow because I don't
Okay.
have lesser restoration prepped.
I guess I'm casting lesser restoration.
Oh, that's right. We got a paladin, baby.
Now make me a medicine check before you think that, unless you just want to like fuck it, I'll just lesser restore him.
I mean, I would.
Yeah. Well, healing didn't work. Let's try this.
Hey, that's how Cord casts Dispel Magic. She just Dispel
Sure.
Magics people over and over and over
All
again.
right, great. He lesser restored and he's like, oh, huh. Damn, you're handy to be around. You sure you don't want to stick around on the boat?
Maybe once we're done.
I was about to say inside Matthias's head, but I can't do that because he's blocked from my telepathy.
It's true.
So inside that sailor's head, how much does it pay?
Where are you? Are you just like following these people around?
No, I'm at this point, since I am up and all of this stuff, I'm watching this commotion go down now because this is hilarious.
All right, great. What did you say to him?
How much does it pay?
Pays. I mean, it's not. You know what? I mean, for us, it's like a silver a day. But for you, probably a bit more. I'd say you might even be able to get like a gold a day.
I feel you're lowballing yourself. You might need to ask for a raise. And then I walk off again.
He's looking at Matthias when he's answering.
That's fine.
I mean, I feel like we make fine money, and at this point, it's not even about the money. We're here to help you guys. Like I think a couple of the other sailors said that, right?
wasn't talking about money. What are you talking about?
You just asked me how much I made.
No, I did not.
You definitely did.
You sure it sounded like me?
I'm pretty sure. You're the only one who's right here, looking at me, talking to me. I don't see anybody else around. In fact, I can't really see much because, that's kind of how things roll for humans. Just saying. You're gonna have to clarify that, Shin, because you told MPT to watch them both, and they're separated. So
True.
I'm going to default that he's stuck with the Kenku.
Sure, you can do that. This is a fine decision.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
MPT looks at the Kenku. Kenku looks at MPT.
Yes.
The start has begun. Roger, Roger.
Well, got a girl that's running around that I need to figure out where she went. So
You do that. I'm gonna go do what I needed to do. Thanks. And he
Alright.
goes up the stairs.
I start looking for the girl.
Make me an investigation roll.
This
Or
other one.
perception. Your choice.
Perception would be better.
Okay. Damn.
Perception would be much better.
You find her hiding in one of the boxes downstairs in the storage. And she looks upset that you found her. No fair.
Well, if you're playing hide and seek, aren't you? Isn't that half the fun trying to find you?
Okay, your turn to hide.
I need to stop looking at Discord. Because I look up, about to say something, and then get distracted.
There's some dark ass shit going on in my sick brain right now, y'all.
Matthias is like right there with her too.
Alright, go back up to the room and
2,
alright.
3,
I'm
4,
going to hide.
5, 6,
Matthias is
7, 8. All right. So you go hide.
Yep.
Where do you go hide?
Up on the deck. Because he's in a dum-dum.
Okay. So 1 hour later, she comes up on top deck. She's like, "Aha! Found you." It's a poor
Dude,
hiding spot.
unsupervised for an hour?
An
Are both gonna
Yes.
blow the fuck up, y'all. We're dead, all of us.
Wow, that took you a while. Where were you at?
I thought you would have been downstairs somewhere real sneaky. I didn't realize you'd be up here on the deck.
That's why I went up this way.
So that I could find you easily? That's not how this game plays.
I bet it was the opposite of what you expected.
Oh. Huh. Never thought of it that way.
It'd take you almost around an hour to find me.
You're really good.
Probably time to get back to bed.
What? I just woke up. Why would I go back to bed?
Huh. Maybe you could help me keep watch then.
All right. She comes up next to you and stares out into the ocean.
Okay. Probably try to entertain her a little bit every now and then, but keeping watch like that.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
Before I go to bed, I want to chat with Shin quick. Well, I get the coin from fucking Matthias. I ask him if it's okay if I borrow it for a day.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yikes.
And then I'm just gonna go chat with Shin totally right in front of Cuckoo.
When do you go get the coin from him?
While he's hiding on the deck.
Okay. Shin,
DM.
somebody wants to talk to you.
That somebody has to actually approach me.
Hey, I was going to do that. Hey! So, you've been to Donna before?
What do you mean by that? No, wasn't that Matthias that's been to Donna before? I've passed by.
I
Passed
thought
through, maybe.
you knew this guy that's in Donna, and then I wasn't sure if you'd been there or not.
No.
Okay, explain.
I know a guy because he used to be a student at the college with me. The college is not in Donna.
Okay.
Uh,
And you probably don't know the answer to the question that I was going to ask you.
Depends, what's the question? I know a lot of things.
I'm just curious if you have any idea what they might be running away from.
I wouldn't doubt it if they were running away from Obadiah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he probably let one of his own inventions get out of control. You know, just to have a show of force for it so he could sell it to someone else.
So this person makes machines that torture people?
He makes machines that can do a lot of damage and then sells them.
And you're wanting to see this person? You're not close to this person. That part I understand.
Oh, no, not at all.
But you want to go see him?
Yes? Wouldn't you want to check in on arrival?
Oh,
wait, you
I
did. It got
see.
Nala killed.
Okay, that was
Anyways.
unwarranted.
No, I need to check in on Obadiah just to, make sure he's not mad geniusing up the world.
That's fair. Okay, you need space, so I'll give it to you.
Space? What kind of space? I have space. Look, we're both above deck right now. All the space I could want.
Okay. If you're sure.
If you take, oh wait, I guess there's light up on deck. People would probably have some form of lanterns going up there.
Yes.
If you look at Shin, he's smiling the entire time he's talking to you because he's fucking with you.
Yeah. Too soon, babe. Too soon. Pat him on the shoulder. Go to bed.
Too soon for what?
Good
I
night.
feel like you're letting things get to you too much.
What do you mean?
You've been following everyone around. I mean, you're not doing it today. It's kind of like a first. Maybe you were too interested in scrying. What's with that, anyways? Why are you scrying everything right now?
I don't know, because I can.
Anything in
Seems
particular
like-
you're searching for?
I don't know. I know that we don't know enough, and I know that I don't want to scry on the things that would obviously give us good information. So I'm trying to scry on stuff that I think might give us something. Does that make sense?
I mean, it does, but like, why haven't you scryed on any of the previous churches or anything that we've been to, or even like, other figureheads that we've met before in the army? Not even in the army, the Templars or whatnot. The Lady of the Church in Volcarn.
I guess I thought it might be dangerous.
But you want information, you're already scrying things. Are you just going to keep scrying things that aren't going to give us information?
You don't know if it's useful or not until you try, right?
Well, yeah, that's why I had you try to scry Obadiah, because that one had some merit to it, I thought.
I mean, I think maybe it's safe to do the regular priest. Maybe not the scary ones with the black ooze coming out of them, but just the normal people who work for the shitty church. If they can't commune, they probably also aren't powerful enough to detect being scryed upon in such a way where they could trace it back.
If
It's a
I
good
was
idea.
any sort of individual that had access to be able to spy on people so remotely, I feel like what I would want to do is scry on anyone that might have sources of information for the place that we are heading. So in that case, I don't know who you might have seen besides Danica and her group from the last town, but potentially anyone from there that you might have enough of a memory of to be able to scry. They might have military not documents, but military information that or of routing and who all we might be coming up against, how populated Donna might be. Granted, Donna's way the hell out in the middle of nowhere compared to where we were.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who that might be. I don't really remember meeting anyone. I mean, there were some guards that warned me about being dragonborn. Maybe them? Is that what you're thinking?
It's a potential. Just anyone that you might feel might have information about supply lines, military strength, anything that we're coming up against church-wise in this new city, since the church seems to be our biggest enemy.
Yeah, well, that's definitely not wrong. I guess I'll think about it. I don't really remember anybody specific other than that guard I talked to, but if you do, maybe you can help me remember.
I remember Boris. Boris was a great guy.
Yeah, it would be fun to scry on Boris. I just don't know how useful it would be.
I don't think you really need to scry on Boris. Anyways.
Yeah, that would be for my own pleasure. And to answer your question about following people around, I'm half doing it because I'm worried about you guys and half doing it because I like being around you guys.
But you could just talk to us instead of just following us.
No, I'm hanging out. I wasn't stalking you from behind silently. I was hanging out. That's Bex clarifying what Corey was doing.
Ah, I see.
She wasn't just staring at you from across the boat.
Just laser eyes at you.
No, she was today I'm going to hang out with Matthias. Today I'm going to hang out with this. That kind of thing.
Well, I'd say the lady of the church from the original place, since we seem to have, or you seem to have enough of a connection with her, would be a good place to scry. A good person to scry. Most likely she'll probably just be going about normal church stuff, but, you might catch wind of something special. Otherwise, just have fun with your scrying as you have been. You've got plenty of time to do it.
That's true. I don't even want to know.
Yeah, that look exactly. That is the look that Corey was giving everyone.
No, it was not. Okay,
one?
I decide what Corey's face was doing. Thank you very much.
Which one was the look?
It was neither of those. Thank you very much. But for hilarity's sake, it was both of them.
Did you just take notes on our conversation, Sai?
Maybe.
Never talk in front of the DM. Just fucking.
Shin waves by to Corey and goes about his own business of watch.
Good night.
Good night. I have more questions, but I'm gonna keep those to myself.
You said good. You said you waved goodbye to me.
Yeah, no, I'm mumbling to myself here. He's more so mumbling about why you trilled off the good night instead of just said good night. So,
Oh. Okay, copy that.
What do I call her? Allie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Allie starts asking you lots and lots of questions, Matthias.
Like?
What are you doing? Where are you going? Why are you going there? What are you going to do there? What are you wearing? What's that weapon do? What's that shield do?
All at once?
Yes, all at once. Basically, just like a child would. Just she starts going down a question train.
He. Oh. He'd answer the stuff about like his clothes and weapon and stuff, but not what we're doing and all that.
Where'd you come from?
Like where I was born or where we left from.
Either one.
I was born not far from Donna.
Where?
I need to remember what I named it.
Got him.
It's a small village called Stowell.
How long were you there?
Quite a while.
Why'd you leave?
Wanted to go out and help people.
Did you help him?
Some more than others.
Who didn't you help?
Some people who didn't want to be helped, and some people I just wasn't able to help.
Why not?
not on the they're not on the right place at the right time or made wrong decisions.
Oh.
He's a dum dum. Caw.
I can actually imagine Shin doing that. I'm bored. She runs off.
He runs after her.
Okay. The same
No
sailor's going up
one's
the
on
stairs.
it.
He's like, "Oh, I'm ready this time. You can get me this time."
And then Matthias barrels into him instead.
Nope. He just sticks his back against the wall because he knows Matthias is coming.
Sorry.
Imagine a full-plated or fully armored person just running across a ship
Dunk, 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 dunk.
after a little kid.
She runs around the ship for a while.
I guess I'm running around the ship after her. And it's probably a
cast
sight.
haste on Ellie.
Wow.
So she
The
gets
first-
really far ahead of him for a minute. And then
There's
she
the
stops.
sailor is just kind of keeping watch of what's going on. He just has his hand over his head. It's like the left side of his head, and he's just like, "Oh God, why? Why me? Why is this happening? What did I do to deserve this?"
I absolutely maintain concentration on that haste for the minute.
Okay.
But when the minute runs out, she'll be really easy to catch.
Minute runs out, and she's like, "Brr, oh God, why? I can't. What is happening?"
Huh? You
We'll
were
say
running so
she-
fast before.
She's on the middle floor, so she's down one flight of stairs, and she's just laying on the ground, going, "Why can't I move?"
Maybe it's time to get some more sleep. Must be tired after all that running.
Oh God, I'm so tired. Pick me up.
Right. He'll pick her up and take her back to the room.
Okay. Where do you tuck her in?
When he gets back to the room, like, who's where?
Corey's asleep, Iska's asleep, the Kenku leaves the room as you enter.
But the kid is replacing the Kenku, so MPT stays.
I guess he's putting her where the Kenku was.
Okay. She passes out immediately.
Alright. And I guess he goes to see what the Kenku's up to now.
It's just going all the way. It goes to the stairs, down the stairs, looks around, spots something, and then walks towards the kitchen.
Suspicious.
Can I tell what it spotted? Or was it that it spotted the sign to the kitchen?
Make an insight roll. Sorry. Yes, insight's correct. Fuck, I went back to 3.5 and I was like, where's my insight? I can't find it.
Well,
Oof. Whoa. You don't know what it's looking for.
was rolling so good and then that. Well, I guess at this point he's been up for a while, so he'll go into the dining room and grab some late night lunch.
And that's what the Kenku's doing. He starts ruffling through the stores of food, trying to find something. Like he's opening up casks, he's opening up boxes, he's opening up bags.
And he's rude as fuck.
Thaisel put together a plate and said, "Here you go."
He looks at the plate and looks at you, opens his mouth. Get in my belly. And sits down and starts eating on the floor, not at the table.
Metagaming Austin Powers Pigeon Kenku thing?
You're cracking me up, dude. This should not be private. It's fucking genius.
This is probably why her name is Infinite Improbability.
You know you can sit at the table, right?
Yes.
Why don't we both sit down at the table then?
Continues eating.
Well, guess Thias will sit down on the floor too and eat.
Okay.
Are there people in the crow's nest this late into the night?
No. No, that's
We're
not true.
just-
There are.
No one's
There are.
on watch.
No one's on watch.
No, there would be somebody in the crow's nest, even though they can't really see a goddamn thing because dark vision doesn't go that far. There still need to be.
Yeah, my question about that would have actually been, even with dark vision, you can't see that far in a crow's nest at night.
Nope, you sure can't. But I
I
think they
have, I have a stupid question.
sure.
Probably looking for lights on the deck of other ships.
Yeah, that's exactly
If
it.
you look through a spyglass in the dark, does your dark vision start with a spyglass?
That's an amazing
I
question.
cracked myself up. I'm an asshole.
So the bad part about that is, unless he DM rules it to modify your dark vision, it still has the exact same sight line. Like you can only still see as far as your dark vision goes, and then it's immediate black.
No, I know, but that's like the most. Oh, never mind. I'm just cracking myself up. Ignore me.
Well, at least my mic's not picking up Bex anymore, and I can lay back myself. All right.
True.
But it's also having a hard time picking me up from seeing.
Yeah, I had to turn you up.
I can turn my mic up, but then I might pick Bex up.
Yeah.
No, we can turn you up, and then you don't have to do anything.
Turned it up already, too late.
Well, I haven't heard myself yet, so
Yet.
Yet.
that's what I said.
Yeah, sure. Shin will levitate up to the crow's nest then.
Okay.
You're gonna try using a spyglass?
I don't think Shin has a spyglass.
I'd hope the boat does.
If there's a spyglass up there, then yeah, Shin will absolutely try it.
Well, so there is going to be a lookout up there when you levitate up there. So he does not freak out because he is aware of your shenanigans.
Oh, hi.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I wanted to look through the spyglass. I wanted to test something. It was brought up to me in some weird fashion or another.
Sure. He hands you the spyglass.
I'll look through it as if I am taking watch and seeing if my vision is modified by it or not.
answering the important questions.
It's so stupid.
Can you rotate around to look across the entire ocean?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm in wonder about this new thought line that was presented through metagame.
So you're looking around, and as you go across the lookout jumps in front of you, trying to scare you.
What a dick.
I float backwards a few steps and go, "That was a dick move."
Yeah, so is you levitating up to scare the crow's nest people. I'd say we're even.
Touche. It's good to see that you guys have some personality to you too. I thought you guys were all just like workaholics or something for a while.
I mean, we are workaholics, but all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Are you familiar with the Kenku on board already?
I heard that we had one, but I can't say I'm familiar with that.
Oh, so your name is I'm sorry. I thought you were like saying some random quote from someone else. Your name is actually Jack. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to assume. Just a thing.
Okay. Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you. Name's Shin.
Shin.
Oh wait, was I supposed to give that name or the other name? Oh well, too late. Name's Shin.
I think we all know, but it's fine.
Ah, so you have heard of me.
You are by far the worst artificer I've ever heard of.
How many artificers do you have to go by for this?
One.
Touche again. At least I can count as the best artificer you've ever heard of too.
You are not wrong there. All in how it's presented.
See, you just think I'm the worst because I keep coming up here and surprising you.
Yes. Also, it wasn't me who surprised, it was my twin.
Oh? Is his name John?
No, it's Jack.
You're both named Jack?
Yes.
What?
Why?
Because our parents are assholes.
I was gonna say.
Offensive as hell of your parents. Hey, Jack. What? No, Jack. What? Jack! What? See? How do you do this?
You're
Their mom is
why
an
are you reminding me?
asshole.
You're reminding me of my childhood. This is not helping me in any fashion.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. It's all good.
Great. Can I have the spyglass back?
Yes, there you go.
Thanks.
This is the weirdest session of D&D anyone has ever played in.
Valeria's gonna ask what she missed.
And we're gonna say nothing.
Shin floats back down because he really wanted the crow's nest to not be occupado.
As you're floating down, he points to his eyes and then points at you with two fingers.
In his head, but there are ways.
I'll be ready for you.
Sure.
I got
And
my
then-
eye on you. What do you see up there? Nothing. God damn.
And then just like as I'm fading out of distance of my telepathy, I just go, bye.
You win this time, Shin. What do you see up there? Nothing. I'm talking to somebody.
Inside the guy that's yelling at him. Yeah, he's talking to me.
He has a little bit of a panicked look and starts looking around.
You're getting closer. Hotter. Nope, colder. Nope, warmer.
He walks downstairs.
Oh, super cold.
You can't telepathy anymore when he's out of sight. Oh no, this is probably past when you guys have been done eating. After the Kenku is done eating, he will start looking around the ship.
Keeping an eye on him.
Okay.
What you looking for?
It's the same saying from earlier, where it's explosions followed by "Get away from me, you monster!"
Yeah, I don't think we need to look for anything like that.
Yes.
How about we go back up? Tries to.
He will go over towards one of the bunks where one of the crewmates is sleeping and just look at him.
Shouldn't just shouldn't bug him while he's sleeping. Let's go back up above.
Yes. The crewmate wakes up. What? What? What the fuck?
Try and lead him back up above deck, or back onto the words.
The Kenku was, yes. And Sailor's like, what? Who? Is it time?
Yeah.
Is it time for me to be up? Like, what time is it?
Not yet.
Yes.
God damn. Tries to go back to bed. What do the rest of you do for the rest of the night?
Bless you.
Hey, babe, Miser says bless you. Miser says bless you. Like shit.
Well, that was a weird
Welcome,
segue.
Brett. Damn.
Thanks, babes. Sorry, Corey's asleep, so you know.
Yep. The rest of the night it just goes by without really any incident. So Shin and Matthias, or Shin and no, that's right, Shin and Matthias. If there's anything you guys want to do.
Still sort of ignores Matthias.
Assuming I'm still trying to wrangle in the Kenku.
Yeah, you are. He doesn't really talk much once he goes back up on the deck and just kind of stares out at the ocean.
Are you looking for something out there?
Yes.
What are you looking for?
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Did we just hear 3 taps as well?
This Kenku's watched a lot of movies.
Where's home?
It points.
Where does it point?
Out across the... I mean, it's hard to tell because it's nighttime and you can only see 60 feet. So it's on one of the side of the boat.
Can I tell based on where we are on the boat and the direction we're heading?
Make me a survival roll.
Look to the stars.
Damn.
Yes, he's pointing off the port side.
That is so descriptive.
Out into the middle of the ocean or towards...
If based on what you think the way the boat's going, yes, that seems to be out towards the ocean.
There's not any land out for a ways that for
Yes.
as far as... Was that where we were heading before the Your boat sink?
Yes.
Is that why your boat sank?
Get away from me, you monster.
I'm guessing this continues on and for a while and he doesn't really get much of anything out of it.
Yes.
Shin is just in marvel at the conversation.
Riveting conversation.
Around when dawn happens, Shin is going to go wake up Nala and I think Isk for their watches, and he's going to trance himself.
Okay.
And since Nala isn't here, are we actually just fast forwarding to that, or is V/Matthias still talking to Yesbird?
That's what I was wondering. I didn't want to interrupt.
I'm assuming he'd keep talking, but it didn't sound like he was really going to get anything out of it.
Yes.
Yeah, you talked to it for a while, but you're not really seeming to get anywhere. And it will head back to bed.
Okay.
I like how Vex keeps disconnecting and reconnecting to
I
the
saw
session.
that.
What?
You keep
I haven't-
disconnecting and reconnecting to the tabletop.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I don't even have it open, so. I mean, like, it's open, but I haven't been looking at that tab.
Might
Weird.
be timing out then or something.
Yeah.
It's probably just, yeah. So that rolls into. This is the day after you found them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Morning arrives. Corey, Isk, what do you do?
When I wake up, is the girl sleeping?
Yep.
Okay. Well, since I did not receive this information from anybody,
Matthias walks
I am
in
going-
looking exhausted.
are you okay?
Yes, as the Kenku walks in behind him.
They, both of them got up last night and tired.
I'm fine. I don't know
Or
what he's on
something.
about.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't you should probably give her a little bit of time, but maybe wake her up before too long so she gets more on a normal sleeping schedule.
You got it. Maybe after you sleep, we can chat, but go to bed. It's not urgent.
Okay.
Shin
Pops
whispers
down
to
on the
Isk.
wall and
Oh,
passes
I
out.
prepped the wrong spell. God damn it.
Shin whispers to Isk and goes, "Did those two just like mom and dad, the Kenku and the kid?"
I think so.
It's almost like they've been doing this for a while or something.
Have they?
Well, you all hear a commotion underneath the ship.
Underneath the ship.
Sorry, in the lower decks.
Got
Let's
it.
go.
Yeah, let's go with Corey.
Cool. I
Shouldn't-
just unprepped every useful spell. Let's go.
Matthias was about to lie down and gets back up. Starts walking down to see what's going on.
Does Shin go?
he just like hears the commotion, sees absolutely every one of his party members just get up immediately and go and look at it and just start walking towards them like, yeah, okay, I guess you're just not even just barreling right in. Okay, doing it. Let's go.
We learn nothing.
Yeah, no.
Leave MPT with the demon children. Let's go.
Somebody should keep an eye on them.
Split up. Oh, no answer to that. Okay, we're going.
Everyone's already out the door.
I didn't hear that. What was that?
No, never mind. It's not important.
All right, Sass, come on, let's go.
We're walking as we're talking. Can you not do that?
Does MPT
No.
go with you?
No, MPT watches the quote unquote demon children.
Okay.
But the Kenku's not a child.
Hey man, if I'm gonna be sassy about it, I may as well just change everything.
Shin modifies his commands to make sure that if one or both of them leave the room, to follow them and make sure they stay safe.
Okay. Is that telepathically?
Yes.
Okay. So you all head out on the deck. The first mate's is up and kind of like throwing some clothes on and is like, "What's happening?"
What was the sound below deck? Why are we above deck if we need to go below deck?
I don't know.
Why did we
You guys
not walk
first.
above
Go
deck?
right on ahead. Right down the stairs.
Ahead.
Right, go right on ahead. You know, I'm just the first mate here. It's all right, but you can go right on ahead.
No, please go ahead.
No, too late. You were right. Go right on ahead.
Matthias sighs and just walks down to see what the commotion is.
See, now that's a man of action right there.
Yep.
Perfect.
He looks good doing it too, doesn't he?
I don't swing that way, but sure.
I smack Matthias on the ass on his way down the stairs.
He sighs again.
There's some screaming coming from underneath, and there's a bunch of
Oh
commotion.
Jesus, we should
Some
not be
sailors are like,
joking.
calm down. Go get the medikit. What's happening to him? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. Well, fucking shut him up or something. What do you want me to deck him or something? No, I mean, just cover his mouth. Oh, so he can't breathe. Oh my God, I'm going to hit you if you shut the fuck up.
What's going on?
It's this guy. Ah, he's lost it. I don't know.
What did he lose? Did you find it for him?
Oh my God, I'm going to hit you next.
Shin has a.
Calm down, man.
very
Calm down. They're here to help. I swear to
mistake.
God, they're the most sarcastic motherfuckers I've ever met.
What?
Cast Divine Sense.
You
What?
smell some nasty shit coming from the room that they're all huddled around.
There's something evil here.
Are we
Good night.
sorry, are we where the girl was hiding earlier, or is it the same part of the ship we're in?
Shin, what's MPT's AC?
What is it?
Oh Jesus.
What's
There
that?
we go.
MPT's AC is 15.
That's 1, 2. Yeah, all 3. Let's say 4, 15, or 14. Ooh, 15, 12. So 42 points of damage.
Ooh.
As a black
Holy
shape.
shit.
What?
It sees a black shape and then just bam, bam, bam.
All right. So MPT's nearly dead.
Okay.
And
All the light
I
in the
would
room.
assume if MPT is still in range, he's going to shout at me telepathically to what the fuck happened.
Yeah. All the lighting in the room that MPT and the two creatures or two the
Creatures.
Sorry.
Creatures.
Everything's a creature in this game. All the lights in the room that MPT and the Kenku and the child are in fade, and it's completely dark in there.
Is it darker than dark vision can see?
Yes, it's a magical darkness.
I had to ask because MPT has it too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, my pet nearly died, so hey, handle that, guys. I'm in. Nala, come with me. Isk, you might want to too. I don't know. Split the party. Let's do this. Go.
Okay.
First mate's
Oh.
like, what? Huh? What? Who? Huh?
Shit's
it's-
going down, first mate. Make sure your people stay safe.
All hands on deck. We got an alarm. Code 12. Blah 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 blah.
It's
Soldiers start running around,
let
grabbing
me
weapons.
know if anything happens. I'm gonna see what.
Sorry, sailors start running around grabbing weapons.
I mean, they're soldiers too.
Yeah, they're acting like soldiers. Yes. So the room completely opens up for you all to walk in if you wish.
I walk in and try and see where that smells.
You
Coming
see a
from.
sailor who's writhing about in pain, screaming in agony.
Should I dispel magic on him or something?
I can try.
Does anybody get close to him?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Not now that you asked that question.
Dice will get close.
Make me a dex save. Oh, he misses real bad.
Oh, now I'm starting to get my normal rolls back. Wow. Okay, he grabs you, and he stares into your eyes, and there's like a haunted vision. Oh yes. He just kind of stares into your eyes, has a haunted vision in it, and he's like, "It's coming!" and then starts screaming again. What's coming?
Okay.
Are we going into initiative here, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Not at all asked because I just had MPT roll initiative.
Actually asked because I was in my kitchen and not anywhere near my dice.
Oh, so she just knew instinctively.
Well, it
Instinctively,
seemed
combat
like I was like either that or I'm gonna do something. So
We'll say that's okay.
and now my
So-
dinner is ready. So combat is the perfect time.
Oof. Sailors. Ooh. Matthias. Corey. Is and then Shin. Okay, so
Oh.
It's-
Shin has different initiative than MPT does.
all right. You know, it's the irony is that technically it's really the same because you are at the top and you were also at the bottom. So either way, you would have gone at the same time.
Yep.
So we'll just say that you've gone trying to go back to the top. But so MPT in an actual initiative order is after you though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But the way that whole story bit happened, I know you just wanted to check
Yeah.
that modifier.
So you're running back into the room. You are one turn away. Unless you could make it there in a double move, but you couldn't do anything else.
No, I'm not going to make it there in a double move because I am going to prepare arcane weapon as I do this. So
Okay.
I'm going to move and prepare arcane weapon and issue a command for MPT to retreat out of the darkness and confirm a dodge action.
Nala is going to be on your initiative just for ease of use because you had her come with you, right?
Nala is going to rage? Yes.
Okay, great.
She's not a barbarian, but she's raging, damn it.
Sure. It goes. Ooh, misses. We'll say, yep, misses. MPT feels some swipes all along it, but it's missing. So, still up. And it feels something there, and it's getting ready to move, but it hasn't gone yet. Yes? Or no, it would have gone right after you. So, it's trying to get outside of the room. Make me a general... I would say survival or int. Not for you, but for MPT specifically. Does that make sense?
Yep, I already have MPT stats up.
Okay.
All right. Proficiency, defender skill, and saving throw bonuses. Ugh. So if it's survival, I've got plus. Oh wait. He's not training it anyway, so it's just a flat roll. That works. Bop. 2.
It has a hard time figuring out where the door is.
Dodge action still.
Yep. So it's struggling to figure out where the door is. It gets swiped at, missed. The sailors go. Some of them are going with you. Some of them pull up some rifles down at the mid deck and are kind of like, what do you need us to do? What's going on? Do we shoot the guy? Because we will.
That's not the situation Shin is going after.
No, that's the ones down below, Shin, and Corey, and Isk. That's what they're saying to them. Sorry, Matthias, Corey, and Isk. The sailors down below that have rifles are like, we understand this is pretty bad. We don't know what's going on with him. If he's going to turn, we will shoot him. He understands. We understand. Matthias, your turn.
He's gonna cast Dispel Magic on the guy.
You have a guy who's grabbing you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna cast Dispel Magic on him.
Can you, while grappled? I think that just makes you restrained, right?
If he's being grabbed, it's just the grappled.
Which I think just makes you restrained.
Nope, it's just grappled.
It
Grappled.
just means
They're
you can't
separate
move
conditions.
anywhere.
Yeah.
His movement becomes 0.
Okay. Roll me a d20. Nope. Well, plus your spellcasting. Sorry.
Oh.
Well,
So +8.
so yes. Whatever is on him goes away, and he starts looking a little confused.
Are you okay now?
We'll say that's your turn. So, Corey.
Is there anything else that seems like danger in this room?
Doesn't seem it.
Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that that was meant to be a distraction since Shin ran away, and I'm going to go upstairs.
Okay.
And can I get to the top of the stairs? Like, can I see them in just my movement, or do I have to dash?
You can get up to the top of the stairs. You can see where Shin and some of the sailors are, but they're on top.
And then
deck
there's
right
like a wall of darkness in front of
Yeah.
me.
now. Yes. Well, there's
All
a
right.
blob. There's a blob of darkness inside your quarters. You can see the edge of. I don't know if that's how that works. 'Cause I think it just stops. So you
Yeah, it should
can't.
have like a border, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it goes outside of the walls.
Hmm.
It spreads around corners, but it's all enclosed. No,
Mm-hmm.
there are windows, so you'll see little things of darkness kind of popping out of the windows.
Okay. I'm going to cast my spiritual weapon right in front of the wall of darkness at 4th level.
Okay. The darkness you see is outside of the boat, so like pointing out of the windows. The room and the door to the room is
Hold
closed.
on, sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
The room and the door to the room is closed, so there's no darkness facing you in the room. You can just see the room and the door.
Oh, then right outside the door, I will cast my spiritual weapon.
Perfect.
But I don't think I can hold its action because it's part of my bonus action.
No, you cannot.
So, yes, I will cast my spiritual weapon at 4th level, and I will also cast Crusader's Mantle on myself. So all friendlies within 30 feet of me get a d4 of radiant damage on weapon attacks.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Isk.
Everyone else going upstairs. Iska's going upstairs with them by Matthias.
Okay. Same thing. You see the room, door, everybody on top deck. They're staring at your room. There's some darkness poking out of the outside of the ship.
Not good. Well, let's do Shillelagh in the meantime till that door's open. Don't think I have anything else I can cast unless you want the door open, in which case I can try using a tidal wave on it. But I think we'll do Shillelagh for now.
Okay. Shin and Nala, your turn.
Got real quiet.
Miser.
Maybe his microphone's not working?
I muted my
Miser.
microphone. Because there were sirens, and I did not want that reverbing.
That's hilarious.
Anyways,
Yeah, sorry
Nala
about that.
is going to move to the not complete edge of the darkness. She's going to move basically like outside of attack range, but hold an action for attack herself. Shin is also going to hold action for an attack. And he's going to call out for MPT to come to the sound of his voice so MPT can hopefully get out of there easier. And
Okay.
MPT is going to basically take the disengage action to try to get out.
Okay. Roll me an int at advantage. Or survival, your choice.
Int at advantage or survival?
Yeah. Int or survival at advantage, your choice.
Well, not int. And this is from MPT again, right?
Yes. Basically, so he can follow your voice.
No.
Oh my god. He's slowly inching his way toward, but he's still like not quite making it.
Oh no.
Yeah, okay.
All right. It goes. Wow. Whiff whiff.
MPT best tank.
And then you all hear, "Oh God, what is happening?"
Was that the girl?
Sounds like the girl, yes. The sailors take up a position kind of like you guys, except for some of them have rifles. So they're back with a sight line at the door.
Oh yeah.
One of them
I
has
should have
a
mentioned it's definitely a pistol I have aimed at that door.
yeah. Some of them have swords that are kind of positioned near Nala, like trying to find an angle that they don't get in the way. So they're back a bit ways and they can't get into a right position to attack, but they're ready if something like moves out farther.
Can I bring up Nella's character sheet?
If you want to, sure. The ones that are down below look to ease up a bit because everybody ran, so they're like, well, obviously it's fine. And then the one that was grabbing you has stopped grabbing you and throws up. And it's completely black.
I cannot. She has her character sheet secured for some reason.
That's hilarious.
So the guy just threw up black stuff on me.
Pretty much.
Or
That was fucking delicious.
Yeah, it was.
Black stuff is delicious, apparently.
I just unmuted myself.
Perfect timing. Black stuff is
Thank you.
delicious.
Thank you for contributing to our game. I love you. It was very good.
Do the old Corey voice.
Thank you. He can't hear you. I will
Damn
not
it.
pass on your request.
Boo.
well, think you should lie down, and he'll try and motion him in the direction of his bed and trying to go up the stairs.
He doesn't
Without
look
just-
very good when you do that. Sorry, no, take that back. He nods to you and he looks at what he just threw up and is like, maybe another room?
It might not be a bad idea.
Okay.
And
Uh, Corey caught up, right?
What do you
Corey
mean?
and
Yes.
Is caught up.
What do you mean?
Corey and
Yes.
Iskar are basically at least
They're-
close by to me.
Yes.
Since those two are in range, Shin will free action to them to say, "Could one of you dispel magic this?"
Yep.
Thias is gonna run up the stairs. If he can.
Shin ignores Matthias.
Wow.
All right. Do you do anything else, Matthias?
Is he able to see the darkness? If he ran up, or
You can see again the same thing. You can see the door, the rooms, or the door to the room, the darkness poking out of the side of the ship, and that's about it.
and I guess I'll hold an action to attack something that isn't MPT or the little girl that might come out of the door.
Oh, but
Okay.
you're gonna attack that Kenku then? I see how it is.
Corey, it's your turn.
Per Shin's suggestion, I'm going to attempt to dispel magic on the magical darkness.
You feel like you can't do that because can't see it. You can't see the line of effect to where it's originated. You know it's in there and you can see spots of it, but you have to dispel the origination point.
It doesn't say that I have to see it.
I'm gonna make a ruling on DM wise for that.
Okay. Then do I lose the spell slot or?
I'm not gonna force you to cast it. I'm just saying, as a person who's cast that spell before, that's how that works in my game worlds, basically.
Okay. Nothing has come out of this door.
The door's
No one
closed,
is
right?
hurt.
Yes. Doors closed.
Interesting.
Can I get closer? Like, how far away am I from this door?
You're within a movement, so I'd say 15, 20.
Don't have a ton that I can do in this situation, especially since I unprepped all my battle magic. I am going to. I don't want to do any of these things that I'm thinking about. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go open the door.
The door was open, wasn't it?
No, it was not open.
Ah.
I'm going to use 15 feet of movement to throw the door open and 15 feet of movement to back up.
My imagination had the door being open for us to know that there was a darkness,
Yeah,
but I understand
me
why
too.
that is a thing then.
Yeah, the windows.
So the darkness is popping out. So there's windows on the ship in your room, and the darkness is popping out of those windows.
The explanation's fine. I didn't understand that the door was closed to that room as it was. I
Gotcha.
always thought we were operating under the suggestion that the door was open because we were in a
Right.
rush to get out of it.
Got it. Yeah, no, if it was open, I would allow you to dispel it, basically. But no, it is closed. So
Cool. So I'm gonna open the door, back up, and then try and dispel it. That's my plan.
okay. Your action is to open the door.
Sure, that's fine. I can hold my dispel for the next turn.
Sure. Unfortunately, you're not a rogue, or rather a thief, I think, is the only one who can do that as a bonus.
No, that's fine. That's a good point. I didn't even think about it.
All right, so you go up to the door, you
Mhm.
open it.
Yep.
Okay, and the darkness envelops you,
Back up.
and everybody's like tense right now because now they're not really sure where you are, and you back up out of it, and there's a pause because a lot of them are doing the same thing that Shin and Nala was doing, was holding their action to shoot the first thing that came out of that darkness.
Yeah. Well. Do some of them shoot me?
We will give.
Hold!
I mean, I'm huge, and these two creatures are tiny, but it's fine. If it happens, it happens. Hopefully that adjusts the int DC, because I'm giant and they're tiny.
They do not shoot at you.
Great. Awesome.
I like how she's trying to persuade you as you're doing things already.
Tell us next time you do that.
Whatever. I don't know if you should even be shooting these kids, so...
Okay. Isk, what do you do?
This will also get closer to the door since they were near the stairs before. Let's see. We don't know what's inside of there.
No, but it's hurting MPT at the moment and doesn't seem to be hurting the kid.
Let's try. Well, we know what our room looks like normally, right? Like without the darkness.
Yes.
So about how.
Hold on. Yeah.
No worries.
I will be right back.
Gives me time to read my spell.
All right. Sorry.
My thought was to try a tidal wave, but force it from the back of the room toward us to push stuff toward us. But the question is whether or not, or like how familiar we are with the size of the room and whether or not that would work.
So let's see.
It has a range and area of 120 feet, but it's a 30-foot long wave.
The problem ends up being me as the DM is still understanding a lot of 3.5 rules, so I need to double check on 5th edition. So
Does
Yeah,
it
no
say
worries.
where you
Here.
can see?
Let me do display and see if this helps.
Here, will that help you?
The fuck? Are you flooding the room with tidal wave?
Yep.
Maybe.
It doesn't say that you can see.
Yep.
Just says it an area within range.
Yeah, the idea was understanding what the room looked like beforehand to have an approximate idea of how deep the room is to try to push from the back of the room to the front with a tidal wave. Just like not really, it's gonna hit everything in there, but it would push things closer to the door.
MPT's gonna go down for show.
That's true. So they're not delicate spells. Other options: pass without trace and go in there too.
Hey, man.
It's alright. MPT's not Nala. MPT can die.
Wow.
Kill it.
So the ruling I'm looking at is under spellcasting target. You cannot target something you cannot see.
Okay,
So
then.
let me double check.
That doesn't
Usually
sound right
it
to me.
says that you can see though.
Yeah, usually it tells you if you must be able to see it.
I'm okay with doing something else. I'm not worried about it. Plus, this wouldn't, if I don't do it, MPT is still alive, which is probably good.
I mean, he's
Not-
gonna die in a turn anyways. He's getting attacked.
What's another good one? Fireball.
Oh, maybe it'd be hard. Oh, here's an idea. Maybe it'd be harder to attack him if I send a bunch more like panthers or something in there.
There you go.
Just make it a lot harder to
Clutter up the
target
room
him.
with fucking cat kitties. 1 million kitties enter the room.
Shin agrees with this idea.
Let's do it.
A million
God,
kitties enter
where
the
did my
fray.
tab with the animals go? I really need to keep this somewhere else. I think there's like panthers and lions and stuff on here.
I believe you should have access to those. And go see
Lion,
our one.
tiger, panther. Well, MPT is a panther, so it's whoa. It's only a quarter for panthers.
Fuck yeah.
Eight panthers.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck shit
Alright.
up, dude.
Can I send 8 panthers into the room?
Aww. Kitties everywhere.
Is that less bad?
Yes. What would freak a little girl out more? The magical darkness already? Or when that darkness fades, she's surrounded by 8 predatorial cats?
You don't think the little girl is evil?
No answer.
All right. So, based on a lot of information on what seems to be going on, and I'm okay with this, is that you can target the spell even though you can't really see the point. But what's going to end up happening is you're going to have to roll for you a nature roll to make sure you're doing it in the correct spot, which is a ruling I've liked my GM doing, and I like it as well because you can understand what you want to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be doing that.
Oh yeah,
So
totally.
you can get it somewhere in there, but it may not be the spot you want it to be.
Oh no, it's all good. I've switched. I'm gonna try to do conjure animals. I'm gonna send a bunch more decoy MPTs in there.
Okay, that's fine. But that's going to be for the future, right? So
Yeah.
I will make my ruling now that any area spell does not need to have a clear line of sight, but you will have to make some type of either Arcana or Nature or whatever the Paladin version is going to be in order to hit it in the right spot.
Makes sense. Since you're not really working with like a good sense of exactly where the thing you're trying to hit is.
Exactly. That was loud. Okay. So you summon conjure animals and you throw them in there?
Yep.
Got it.
Just have them run around the room.
Okay. Let's see. Shin, what do you do?
Who?
You.
I'm munching on food and the chewing is loud. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was just eating 2 minutes ago.
Shin and Nala continue to hold their actions because there's not much they can do until they can see something to actually attack it. Because
Got
they
it.
can't even walk in there and just swing or shoot. It wouldn't do anything.
Okay.
MPT disengages again, coming towards all of the, hopefully the door that is now open at this point. Hopefully
Yeah,
you
I'll
heard
say
that and
MPT can
walked
make
that
it out,
way.
no problem. Does it disengage though?
Yes.
Okay. MPT makes it out, no problem.
All right. Thanks, Isk. That's one less worry. Now we still need to figure out how to get rid of the darkness and get to the kid and the Kenku. And that is Shin and Nala's turn. Actions held, of course.
Okay. You all hear the sound of something moving, and something comes out of the darkness. I need you. Either are you going to react on it, or are you going to wait and see what it is?
Gonna see what it is.
Okay.
I'm not holding anything, I don't think. So
Yeah, I'm not holding anything, so wait.
So Shin, Nala, and the soldiers.
If it's going to be something that severe, I will wait to see if it attacks something to then react to that. If that's what you're gonna, if we're gonna do it that way.
Okay. You see the Kenku running out of the room, and it's just running at a sailor.
Does it
I
have
wanna-
intent to attack?
Everybody make me an insight at... Do I want to?
Do you want to?
Would I do that? No, just insight's fine.
oh boy.
All right, I've been low rolling all night. Let's do it. More low rolls.
17.
This can understand bird expressions, apparently.
So Shin and Matthias, you can't tell.
Okay.
Are you
Well,
going
because
to
I can't
react?
tell, and I have a weapon that can do so, I am going to shoot in the space between the sailor and the Kenku, and not hit any other sailors, just to catch attention from the Kenku.
Okay. Isk and Corey, you tell that it's not looking to attack. As make me an attack roll, Shin, and just don't roll a 1.
You just don't roll a 1, please.
Proceeds to roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1, please.
Wow.
Nope. That is not a 1.
So you fire off the deck, and it actually buries itself in pretty good. And you have a mix between impressive, why the fuck did you shoot our ship? But the Kenku stops, and the sailors have that look of like, we were right about to shoot that damn thing.
Like they think I was about to shoot it?
No, they were about to shoot it.
Oh,
They have a look that they were right about to shoot it. They don't.
gotcha. So my warning shot stopped them?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I guess Corey will shout hold so that people who don't have good insight know that the bird is not going to kill us. Hopefully.
That the bird is the word.
But.
Okay.
Okay.
The sailors hold their action, not sure what to do.
Nala does the same.
Okay. Matthias, your turn.
If Matthias wasn't up all the way, he'd get the rest of the way there and cast the spell magic on the darkness.
Go for it. Darkness is... I think just first or second, right?
Second.
First or
I think.
second, yeah.
Yep. All right, disappears.
And what do we
Oof.
see?
You see a room. You see lots of metal bits. Lots of metal bits.
Metal bits?
Yeah, from MPT getting hammered.
Allie, are you in there?
There is no response.
Yeah, we have to wait until our turn order again to move.
I guess, depending on how much movement he has left, he'll walk into the room and keep clear of the door so that if they shoot, he's not in the way.
Okay. I love how like V's voice is in and out and in and out.
Yeah, he keeps like transitioning between leaning away from the mic and towards the mic.
It's probably because I'm standing up and fidgeting.
Okay.
He's
Were
at
you
his
nervous?
sit-stand desk.
Yeah.
What are you nervous about there, V?
Hmm?
What are you nervous about?
Nothing at
Being
all.
dumped in front of Shin?
Corey, your turn.
So did Matthias get in there?
Yeah.
He just disappeared behind a door, and I've heard nothing.
Yes.
Well,
All right,
he had asked Allie, are you in there? And there was nothing. So he walked
right. I will slice the pie the other direction.
Okay. I need both of you to make me a perception check. I apologize.
Yeah.
I was using your passives,
Oh
but
shit ass balls. That's a 12.
oh, that's why I used Matthias's passive. That's why. So.
Oh, well, my passive is 18. Can I use that?
No, too late. You rolled.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Matthias is 15. That's not terrible.
You rolled a 4.
Ouch.
Yeah, sucks butt.
All right. What else do you do, Corey? You don't see anything.
I don't see anything.
You don't. I mean, you see your room and metal bits, the previous things I've described, but I'm assuming you're looking for something out of the place and you don't see anything.
Right. Okay. Well then, if I hold, I can't. Okay, I'm concentrating, right? I'm holding a concentration spell right now.
Sure.
I can't hold my action for a different concentration spell and still concentrate on the one I'm concentrating on. That doesn't work.
So
I'm pretty sure.
what I'm reeling right now is that your action was spent to be looking around.
Oh, well, that was a waste of my action, but I guess since I didn't see anything, we're good.
Everything's
I'm
fine.
holding my warhammer and hoping that I don't die in here. That's what I'm doing. It's fine. My Crusader's Mantle is still up. If you need to hit anything, you get a D4 of radiant damage. The end.
Okay.
The end.
But I'm like not in the way of the door. Whichever way Matthias went, I went the other way so that I was not in the way of people coming in. That's important.
Before Ish goes, you all hear, "Oh shit!" from below deck.
Uh-oh.
We
Ish,
must
your turn.
have a suspicion we had a window in our room, didn't we?
Yeah, we do have
You did
windows in
say
our
we
room.
had windows.
Yeah.
Wait.
I think I
Multiple
know
windows.
where they went.
We should also clarify, we see nothing but metal bits and 8 panthers in here.
Oh, I forgot about
or did the panthers also disappear?
No, it's really fucking crowded in that room.
Sorry.
There's a lot of cats in here.
It's Kitty Town.
You can just hear Isk
Don't you
shout,
take
sorry, from like
Oh,
outside.
you're good. You're good.
So I just heard someone yell, oh shit, from below deck.
Yep.
Hmm. I guess Isk will look toward Shin, who's the only visible person now. And then like look back toward the stairs. Should we head back?
I mean, Kenku's safe. Don't know where girl is. MPT is MPT. Go for it.
Okay. Isk is gonna start heading down there. If they can give their command to the Panthers, they'll tell them to come back out of the room too.
Sure.
They can go on whatever turn they go on.
Okay. A flood of panthers starts moving outside the room, and so it's like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Me and Matthias are like hands up, trying to let them pass. Like, oh sorry, oh sorry, oh sorry. Ridiculous! I love it.
Oh,
Okay.
the GIF isn't loading.
Yep, perfect.
Yep, that's what it looks like. Oh, it's a video of my stepmom. What do you know?
Shin, your turn. Shin and Nala.
So Nala is gonna stay at the room because there's been shenanigans going back and forth. Just stay with the sailors and the Kenku, make sure shit doesn't go down there. Shin is heading downstairs. MPT is staying above deck as well. Shin is heading downstairs, pistol at the ready. He will keep an action held if he can see if the door into that room where the corrupted sailor was is still there or whatnot.
So you head down to the room. There's sorry, you head down the stairs. You don't really see much except for a sailor who's looking into the room with a musket in hand, and he's like, look, he has his other hand on his head, and he's like, oh god. Just has this look on his face, and he's kind of looking down. And that's all you see, unless you want to get closer.
Yes.
Okay.
I have
You
movement
get
throughout.
closer, and he's looking at the floor, and it's gone. Part of the floor has burned away.
Is there a hole in the ship now that's taking on water?
There's a hole on that floor. There's another floor beneath it. And that's why he's panicking.
All right. Does the hole look like it came from that black stuff that was puked out?
It looks to be yes.
Matthias, if you got puked on, watch your armor.
Oh no.
Okay. The Kenku says to one of the sailors, one way or another, we're getting off this ship. And the sailor's like, "Ooh, that's not the... He looks like he wants to shoot the Kenku.
So ominous.
But he doesn't.
You know, all of these ships of cats are really just like a portent to when V finally gets to do all the things he wants with it. Horde mode, Mio.
Matthias,
Yes.
your turn.
Would he have heard Shin's warning?
Make me a perception at disadvantage. Yes, you hear him. Your fucking rolls.
I guess he'd look down at his armor and see.
It's starting to sizzle in the spots that you were puked on.
Shit.
He looked at Corey. He's like, "Do you have something that could help me with this? I don't have anything."
It'll take more than a minute. Not right now, but later. That's all she's got, baby.
You won't stay permanently dead.
What I meant was that I could fix his armor later, not
So
not that I
having
can fix
heard
his
that,
deadness later.
Matthias,
Oh
do
my
you
God.
keep your armor on or do you start doing something else with it?
Oh god, trying to doff heavy armor in combat?
And isn't that like something that takes a long time?
Yes, it
Very.
does.
It's an emergency.
Good luck.
What parts of him have armor on? Like, or the armor is like coming off, or sizzling, or whatever.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm real tired.
Yes.
Which parts of his armor are sizzling?
He was thrown up around the chest area, basically.
So it's just his chest plate.
Chest and maybe some splashes on his arm.
Oh, it's
Corey
it's
has a
chainmail.
plan.
I
It's
guess-
chainmail?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
there you
not
go.
able to make full plate for anyone yet.
Yeah.
I guess he's gonna try and take off his sizzling armor.
Chainmail.
Man, that's better
That's
than
not
heat
a
metal.
plate.
Damn.
You guys, I unprepped all of my useful spells, all of
Yeah.
them.
I want my heat metal to take out someone from combat for like the entirety of doffing a suit of armor.
How long is that?
I think that's like at least a minute.
Dude, that'd be like the best debuff ever. Just like, I'm gonna just take off my armor and get weaker every time you try hitting me. Burning it right now. That's all I'm doing. Oh, by the way, flat-footed because, you know, I'm trying to doff my armor.
5 minutes to doff it.
Oh my god, you're gonna die.
Did they puke on all of it or just like a specific piece of it?
It's like I would say about a foot and a half wide on his chest and some splashes on his arm.
Well,
I mean,
I
you
guess
can
he would.
prioritize which parts you're taking off first.
Well, chainmail, that's kind of just like a whole big thing, usually.
Oh, that's true.
So,
Actually,
Corey's
I-
about to see if that's true.
Is Corey gonna assist to speed up the process?
In a very violent manner. That's her plan.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I can't wait.
Oh my gosh.
I'm an idiot. Let it happen.
The amount of face palming Shin would do over his warning is now immeasurable.
So that was Matthias. Corey, your turn.
Cool.
no.
Corey's gonna attempt. I'm sorry. Corey's gonna attempt to whip off your arm. And she's gonna kill you in the process.
You know, the best part is I heard she's coming on and out, so I heard rip off your arm.
Rip off your arm. Just
No, I'm
combine
gonna
the
try and
thighs
I
on.
don't know. Let me think. If it's not plate, if it's chainmail,
Would
So
free-
here's
She's
here's
gonna-
what I'm gonna offer you. You can have the time it takes to take the armor off, but every round he takes a d6 point of damage.
right? And even if I attempt this violently, like if I try and rip it over his head,
Yes, you're cutting it from 5 minutes to 2 minutes because you're doing that, but he's taking damage because you're violently twisting and ripping his body around.
well, I mean it's that, or he's gonna take a d6 point of damage anyway, right? Or you're saying
Uh,
due to the way that I'm doing it.
Due to the way that you're doing it, he is going to take a d6 to have it. If you leave it alone, nothing. If you're just going to help him a little bit, I'll say maybe like 4.5 minutes.
Just a little bit.
I don't feel like it's worth it. Like I don't feel like I'm gonna help him enough. And if I'm damaging him, then that defeats the purpose of taking off the armor.
But you don't know what this stuff is going to do to him if it burns through the armor into him.
He's got help.
True.
He can handle at least
It-
like 60 stabbings or something.
If he sees Corey contemplating, it's like, just if you don't have anything that can help, just go down and see.
That's
What's
way
going
too much
on down?
talking, Corey.
Don't worry
Stop.
about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Corey's making a
Longest
decision.
turn
It's sorry. It's me. My fucking spell is garbage right now. I am going to move to the top of the stairs such that I can see Matthias and also my friends are in my Crusader's mantle. And then I'm going to hold my action such that if anything tries to attack me, I hit it with my Warhammer. There,
Got it.
I did it. I had a
Okay.
turn.
Don't worry, Matthias. She's got a watchful eye over you as you burn.
Well, fucking, if he starts dying, I'll go save him. That's the plan.
That's fine. That's fine.
You're close enough for Revivify.
I
Yeah.
sure am. That's my plan.
Isk, what do you do?
You won't be dead for that long. So we saw there's a hole in the ground at the bottom of the stairs? Or didn't make it to where Shin is?
Isk has not made it to where Shin is yet.
Okay. Isk is gonna go over to where Shin is.
And you see the hole in the ground, in the bottom, in the floor that you're on.
Oh. What happened?
Puke, jump in.
If you mean that literally, they will go down there.
Do it. Do it. It's all a clusterfuck anyway. Just fucking do it.
I feel like this is just a containment thing at the moment. We need to contain whatever this is before it melts more away. So if you can do that, do it.
Very well. I guess can wild shape into something that can go down there.
Oh boy. Go for it.
Let's do this. Split the party.
So split. All the way split.
So many splits.
What will fit? I'm having a hard time visualizing about how big the space is versus
The
how big some
hole
of these
is
animals are.
about 1 foot to 1.5 feet wide.
Oh, well, now that there's a clearer view of that hole, no, don't do that.
No,
Shouldn't
that
you look
seems
up at the dude that's like, oh, going, what the fuck to this hole, and go, dude, that's like nothing. I can mend that in an instant.
too much
10
talking.
minutes.
Isk, what do you do?
No, that's his head thought.
Too late. Isk will go in there. Let's see. It's a small hole then?
1.5. Yeah.
1.5 feet. Can turn into something small. God, I have too many options. This is always really hard. Small animal that can fit in there. There's too many animals.
That's okay. How about you make me a deck save?
Yeah, you got it. Deck save.
Okay. So now you have to pick your animal. Because
Cool.
that I was gonna be like, if you fall into the acid and take damage, you probably get knocked right out of it anyways.
Ouch. Let's see. Yes, for some of these, for the animals, just let me know if any of them sound like they're too big, because I just don't know how big some of these are.
Ferret, weasel, rat, cat, dog, tiny dog. Just think of any like small pet animals, basically.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
cat.
like a monkey.
Can do cat.
Okay, cat it is. Cat gets through it.
Alright.
You see some burbling acid type substance that is slowly eating through the bottom part of the ship.
Ooh.
Now that you're here, now what?
It's an excellent question. Did not think that far ahead. Probably should have picked an aquatic creature. Oh, well, can't cast spells. Let's see. Get a little closer, but not touch the acid. See if I can see anything.
I mean, it's just some acid. That's basically it.
There's just acid here, but nothing else around.
Nope.
Alright. Well, I think
Sorry.
since they...
If you want to spend your action to percept, you can go ahead and roll a perception check. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Do it.
Not a very big hole, so...
Do it.
With that perception check, you think it'd take about a minute to burn through the bottom of the hole.
Oh, good.
So that's about it.
Gonna relay that to Matthias while he's busy taking his armor off. Matthias is the only one they can telepathically talk to right now.
Yep.
Oh no.
Matthias, there's the situation at the bottom of the boat. I think we have about a minute.
That means I've got probably about a minute.
We're doing really good.
You want to go for a swim, Matthias? Maybe water will solve your problem.
Never did find out what happened to that other boat, did we?
Mm-mm. Wonder what those bubbles were all about.
All right. Is that all you're doing, Isk?
Yep.
Stan, you're up.
So he was just oh-godding over the hole.
Yes, I guess.
Does the guy that puked this shit up still exist, or is he melted too?
No, he's in another room. He wasn't in the same room. He just went back to sleep because that's what he was told to do.
How can he sleep through all this?
Soldiers.
Go night-night. Shh, go to sleep.
Wow. So, to the sailor that's immediately there, knowing he has taken quick action on things before, we need to cut around the corrosion, get rid of the corrosion as fast as possible. We need to do this on this level, and I would assume down there as well, where my friend just went. I don't think they are going to know what to do offhand. So, unless you want a hole in your ship, you have short.
He starts barking out some orders.
Good, because
basically to get a couple of the sailors, get some patch-up kits. There's going to be a hole in the bottom of the ship. Some of the sailors at the top are dropping their weapons and moving.
Shin was immediately going to keep going on in the story if you didn't interrupt him.
Yeah, as soon as you're like, there's going to be a hole in the ship, he starts ignoring you.
And otherwise, no corruption in. Do I taste any like corruption at all, or no?
Nope, no corruption.
No, I haven't tasted any since this whole ordeal.
Correct.
Shin is going to maintain vigil since he cannot fit through that hole unless he can get to the hole itself.
You know there's stairs going down to it.
Huh?
You know there's another set of stairs going down to there.
Then Shin will head that way himself.
Okay.
And he will. Well, is the corrosion still eating at that portion of the ship right there?
Yes.
Shin will-
Very small amount of it though.
Oh, so like it's gonna peter out itself.
Yes.
He'll head to the hole to try to scrape that up first and
Got
get
it.
that taken care of.
Yep. The Kenku. What does the Kenku do? The Kenku starts moving towards the stairs down. And some of the sailors have this look of like, do we stop it? Do we let it go? What do you want us to do?
I'm not there, am I?
You're at the top of the
you're
stairs, so he's coming towards you.
Oh. Does he seem
He's walking with a
dangerous?
purpose. He's walking with a purpose, but you don't think it's at you. He's moving with a purpose, rather. So he will, unless you stop him, will move by you.
into the room?
No, downstairs.
Oh, downstairs.
My understanding is you're at the top of the stairs.
That's correct. You are correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop him and ask him what he's doing.
Okay. He will respond with, "Get away from me, you monster!"
That's just not a helpful answer.
The sailors, the ones that heard what Shin was saying, basically bowl over. If you don't get out of their way, they're gonna run you over. So you have to step away or make yourself move in a fashion that they're not going to do that, which means you can't like stop the Kenku, or the Kenku's gonna get bowled over, one of the two, because there's not enough space for them to get around you.
Well, I want to let them pass, so if there are consequences to that, so be it, I suppose.
Okay. There are 3 of them that run downstairs, and they all are able to slip by the 2 of you, but one of them has to go between you, and which means the Kenku starts moving downstairs.
Yeah, well, it's not my turn, so.
You can make an attack if you want.
I don't know. Silent? I don't know.
If you could see me, I'm grinning ear to ear.
I know you are.
You could see me under the same grin.
I am caught between Corey and myself, okay? But I think Corey would not attack because this thing has not been violent, so
Okay.
I guess I'll let it go.
Okay.
And I guess that's probably a fucking stupid move, but what are you gonna do about it?
Matthias, you're still taking your armor off?
Since he was told a minute, he's trying to take his armor off still.
Okay. Corey.
Fucking useless. I'm gonna go Matthias, are you okay?
Apparently I've got a minute.
I'm gonna follow the Kenku.
Okay,
Oh, stupid, stupid, stupid.
it's your turn.
So there's just like a hole forming from this acid stuff.
Yes.
Alright, and there's nobody else down here that I can see.
You heard the shouts of the sailor telling people that they need to get repair kits, scrape kits, boards, things that you think are to repair the ship, and you hear them moving around in the deck above you, but you don't see anybody down here yet.
Okay. Don't know what would fix this. Or where whatever did it went. Try something, but I'd have to unwild shape, and I don't know if there's enough space for that.
There's enough space for it.
Okay.
It's not that crowded down here.
I could try like watery sphere or something.
Do
But
it.
I don't know if it's affected by water or not.
There's only one way
Make
to
me a
find
nature roll.
Alright. Nature roll.
There's a
You
dog
think-
that someone is leaving outside and not letting in, and it's been howling for the past hour.
Poor thing.
That's rough. You think that the water would help? What's the word I'm looking for? Not, I guess neutralize some of the acid, but the problem is it's also going to spread it around more.
Well, with no one down here yet. Might be better than nothing.
Okay.
So let's try. Guess I mean it's either watery sphere or tidal wave.
Oh God. Yeah.
A watery sphere would be a little less spreading it around.
All right. Is that your action then?
Yep, I guess
Right.
well, I guess the problem is the unwild shape would take the action, so I can't cast the spell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Unwild shape and figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Okay. Shin's turn. Shin and Nala. Is Nala staying where she is, you said?
Nala is heading into the room to do her own investigation.
Got it. Go ahead and make me a perception.
Hey,
Or
Sai,
investigation.
go ahead and do that for her, because I can't get on her sheet.
Just roll a d20. I'll make
I
the
can do
judgment.
that.
I don't think
That
it's
I
that
can
high.
do. D20. Go.
Yeah.
She don't do it.
She's concerned about Matthias and is distracted and doesn't see anything.
Shin goes back above deck because the sailors got that shit under wraps. So, and if they don't, then Isk does. Shin goes back above deck. Does he bump into Kenku and
Yes. You
Corey?
would have bumped into the Kenku doing that.
Corey is staring at Shin and going back and forth between Shin and the fucking Kenku.
Kenku, don't know your name. You're coming back up with us because you and your buddy have not been too good for this ship despite our saving you. So you need to stay in our sight.
One way or the other, we're getting off this boat.
As long as that way means you're following us.
He doesn't look like he's going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Holds
Now
a
Corey
pistol
knows
to
what to
his head.
do.
As long as that way means you're following us.
Okay. Is there anything else that you wish to do?
Hold my action in case he still intends not to follow us.
Okay. On his turn, he will try and move past you.
Boom. Headshot.
Okay. Just roll me a d20. Don't roll a 1. Sorry, roll me an attack. Just don't roll a. You're fine. So you do 7 points of damage.
Sorry, but didn't he roll a 1?
Oh, you did.
Whoa.
Why didn't that highlight in red? That's weird. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that
It
was
is
weird.
You miss.
I
intentional.
was holding my
Meant to do
action,
that.
but I was probably holding it for a Warhammer attack. I would really love to grapple this thing, but I think I can't do that, can I?
Go for it. That's fine.
I would like to pick up this Kangu.
You're gonna have to drop your warhammer to do that, even
That's
though you're decently
fine.
big. You are not a quote unquote large creature.
No, that's yeah. I think that's okay with me. So what is that?
Grappling.
Athletics?
I'm trying to remember.
I believe it's athletics.
So I'll use the attack action. Damn it, this is stupid stuff. Grappling. Grappling. Attack actions to make a special melee attack. So roll your attack.
Oh, an attack?
Just
Like-
roll an attack to start it, basically.
So I have my unarmed strike is +8, so that's an 18.
You get him.
So I'm just gonna be holding him.
Okay, you actually don't have to drop your warhammer. It says using at least one free hand, you try to seize the target. So
Yeah, but I think
That's
I'm
fine.
also I think I also have a shield out.
then you have to drop something. Has
You
to have
know
at
what?
least a free hand.
I'll drop my shield.
Got it. So you grab it.
I mean that was my reaction, so I can't do anything else, I would assume.
Oh, okay. So make an athletics roll.
That's a nat 20. It's 24.
Yep, you got him locked down.
Okay. So I'm holding him with one hand and my warhammer with the other, and it was my reaction, so I assume that's it for now.
Okay.
I assume I cannot talk anymore.
You can say 5 more words.
Let's try this in your thoughts. That's 6, sorry.
So Shin says, "Let's try this in your," and that's it.
In his thoughts, by the way. Like I'm thinking that out on telepathy.
Got it. That's fine. That's weird. I don't know how they rule that for Kenku.
The curse is only that they can't speak.
Is it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So mentally they can still think whatever they want to convey. It's just they can't speak it.
Okay. Shin, that's your turn. No, that was Corey's turn.
No,
Isk,
that was my reaction.
that was your reaction. God damn it. Where were we at?
It was
Shin.
the
It was Shin,
Kangu's
the
turn.
creature. Yes. So that was Shin's turn, right?
Yes.
No, the creature started moving. That's what
yes, the
started
creature
this.
started moving.
Sorry.
Shin shot.
Okay.
Intentionally missed.
Sailors go. See that you have it under control. Start moving downstairs. Isk, you got one sailor coming behind you, and he's got a patch kit on him.
Okay.
And since he sees you, he's coming towards you, going, "Where is it? Where is it? What needs to be done?"
A skull point to the stuff on the ground. They don't know what he's gonna do, but it's gotta be better
Yeah,
than
he
what they were
pauses
meant
and
to
he's
do.
like, He pulls something out of the repair kit. He puts it down on the ground, opens it up. It's actually a lot larger than you thought. He pulls out a vial and pours it on it, and it starts to neutralize it a little bit, but it's not enough. He's like, "Fuck. More kits!"
Maybe one for Matthias.
Matthias, your turn.
Was I
Considering he has a minute,
can't use a diamond on the boat?
would he think water would work on it? Maybe? To wash it off?
Make a nature roll. You have no idea. Why'd you roll twice?
because for some reason it decided it wanted to.
You're fine. I mean, you're fine, but not fine. You don't know, unfortunately.
Well, doesn't know, but he also knows that he won't get this off before in time, so he's gonna try it anyways. So, guess he's gonna grab a rope, tie it around his waist, and go towards the edge of the boat.
Okay.
Nala's gonna make sure the other end of that rope is tied off to the ship somewhere.
That was gonna be his next turn.
And jumps over. Whee!
No, he was only going to the edge. He was gonna tie it off the next round.
Nala is assisting you in this endeavor of killing yourself.
Okay.
This is a clusterfuck, you guys.
Nala is currently squinting at this whole situation because she's not caught up on it yet.
Let's see. So that was Matthias. Corey.
Armor's melting.
Armor's melted, jumping off boat. Bye.
Bye. Corey is holding a Kenku and doesn't really know what to do because she's kind of trying to follow Shin's lead badly. So she's gonna ask it. She's gonna ask it, "Where's the girl? Like, where's the girl?" Hold it out so that it can't attack her.
Get away from me, you monster.
Useless! I'm gonna go towards where Matthias was. Not, like, really far away. But, like, I want to start heading that direction.
Sure. You get half your movement, so you get to the stairs.
Cool. And I'm just looking at Shin like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I have a Kenku.
But I have a
Oh.
Kenku.
You try to grapple. What? So you tried to grapple as a reaction. That's what happened.
Yes, I grappled it as my reaction.
Okay. That's why I got confused. All right, cool.
Hello.
Hilaria, you catching up?
She's here for the fun part.
It's a
I'm,
clusterfuck. You don't want to know.
I'm here. I have no idea what is happening or has
You're
happened.
helping. You're helping Matthias tie himself off so he can jump into the water.
Yep.
Don't worry about the boat. It's definitely not gonna sink.
Good plan, great plan. Let's do it.
So that was Corey. Isk, what are you doing?
I guess helping look for more kits, whatever they're holding.
Okay, so you run back upstairs.
Yep.
All right. You see a bunch of sailors that are trying to get by you with planks and one other with this kit. And it's getting a little tight there. So you have to either wait for them to come down or they have to wait for you to come up.
I guess Eskel wait for them.
Okay. Anything else?
Not much else they can do unless you want them to spread it around with the tidal wave. That's their only other idea.
All right. Shin, your turn.
Shin looks at Corey and says, "I'm talking to this," and then back to the Kenku telepathy. So you can respond to me here now. Will you stop saying the same 3 things over and over again?
Okay.
What the fuck are you doing here? We rescued you, and all of a sudden shit goes down.
That's all you get from him.
That's what I figured.
Nala, your turn.
So to catch you up to speed, Nala, we are basically in the middle of Jack all nothing because we don't know what to do. We rescued a little girl in a Kenku. The little girl has since disappeared because basically Shadow Demon attacking things from magical darkness. And the girl disappeared. Not sure if she's good or evil. Kenku walks out and only says like 3 things. And you were guarding the door. You are helping Matthias drown himself.
Why am I helping Matthias drown
don't
himself?
Don't let go of the
He's-
rope.
He's covered in acid, and he's going to be melted soon if he doesn't wash it off.
Okay.
He-
So
I
I
threw
guess
up
I
black stuff
continue
on him.
to hold the rope of salvation and hope for the best.
Are you not going to tie it off in anything?
What is there close to tie it off on?
There are multiple
Is there
tie
a
spots.
mast?
There's a
Or-
mast, and then there are multiple tie spots for where the sails get tied off to.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Onto the sail ties.
So make me a survival roll to tie the knot.
Alright, no working. No good.
Okay. That's that. The Kenku looks to you, Shin,
Mm-hmm.
and says, if I don't cleanse that, you are going to the bottom of the ocean.
If Shin gets a chance to respond, he'll actually respond to Corey and
5
say,
words.
let him go.
Out loud?
Yes.
Okay. So, Corey, you hear that?
May I drop him now, or do I have to wait till my turn?
You can drop
I
him,
should have
yes.
actually checked for insight on him first, but the severity of which you said that
You
as a
can
DM
drop
just
him,
made
yes,
me
because that's a
believe
free
it.
action.
Okay, well, I believe Shin, so I drop him.
All right. He starts moving down the stairs. He moves towards the next stairs to go downstairs again.
Okay.
Shin's thoughts. The worst that can happen is he tries making it worse, and we pop him there, and then we fix the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So that was that. Sailors. Okay, so the sailors, the ones that come down with the board, toss the board down. They're like, okay, I mean, I guess this is not going to work that well. All right, maybe we go back upstairs. The one with the other kit comes down, puts down the kit. It's getting really crowded. Hands over the vial to the first one who pours it on the acid and neutralizes a little bit more, but it's still not enough. He's like, fuck, more. There are a couple sailors up above still making sure the ship's running. That's about it. Matthias, your turn.
If he's tied off, I guess.
Show us your best swan dive.
You're gonna do it?
He's gonna
Do
jump.
it.
Okay.
I'm going to brace for the pull that's going to be coming.
Okay.
Poor Nala.
There is a little bit of rope webbing on the side of the ship too, because that's how the ship was made. So if he stays near it, it might be okay. But the problem is the ship is still moving, so he's going to get pulled to the back as he goes in, and he's going to be kind of heavy considering he's wearing chainmail. There's no kind of. He's going to be really heavy.
Even to me, heavy?
You're at 18, right?
20.
20. If
She's
it was
already
just you
superhuman.
pulling him up, no, but you're also having to pull against the drag of the water as you're moving. So you think it's going to be interesting, to say the least.
Well, he would
Okay.
also be helping too. Pull himself out.
I mean, yes, but you're going to be pulling against her, so it's going to get weird because you're going to be trying to pull
Okay.
yourself in by the rope, and she's trying to pull the rope in itself. So you're
Hopefully
kind
he
of
didn't put
tugging
any
back
acid on
against
the
her.
rails.
So you think it's possible? Should be okay. It's going to be interesting for sure.
Okay.
So Matthias has jumped in. Corey, your turn.
I guess Shin trusts Kenku. Corey does not trust Tiny Girl. Corey, go look for Tiny Girl. Corey, start in bedroom.
I also want to mention, Matthias, that because of what you're wearing, you basically sink underwater immediately. So you're going to have a very tough time keeping your breath.
Okay.
Do I know this is happening? Hold on. Do I know this is happening?
Yes.
I do know this is happening
Because,
They're doing
No,
because
he
I like
jumped
went
off
away from
that
Matthias,
noise.
but then we went back.
I think this
Did I
is
see him
jumped
running
off.
towards the edge of the ship with a fucking rope in his hands?
He jumped off before you came back upstairs because you were under the deck holding the
Yeah, but
creature.
I went towards the bedroom with the Kenku before Shin told me to drop it.
Yes, you pulled him towards the stairwell because you were underneath because you only have half movement. You couldn't get him back up above the stairwell. 'Cause
So
he
I
got
don't
down.
know this is happening.
You don't know this is happening.
So I can't save Matthias right now.
So you come upstairs and you see Nala on the edge, looking over the edge, probably looking at a rope or having a rope ready to pull, but that's it.
I run up to her. Can I get to the edge of the boat?
Sure.
Can I see what happened, or is that my turn?
You see the rope taut, and you can see that Matthias definitely jumped over, but you can't cast anything because that's a double.
I don't have time to cast anything this turn, is what you're telling me.
Correct.
Got it. Well, now I'm next to Nala, and next turn I will save Matthias.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Did Matthias forget to tell you guys we've only got about a minute till the boat sinks?
Why?
He mentioned
No,
it
well,
in
and now
passing
Matthias is
to-
drowning, so
He mentioned it in passing to Corey, kind of, because he basically said, "I got a minute in a pen."
did
Why is the boat
yeah,
sinking?
there's acid at the bottom, eating it away.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Where were we at? That was Corey, right?
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
Still downstairs. If it's still being a problem, they can try a watery sphere or something on it, but it is crowded down here.
Yes, it is very crowded, and you now see a Kenku that wants to come downstairs.
They're not going to do anything about the Kenku.
Okay.
Kenku didn't seem like they were aggressive earlier, so. Yeah, that only works on creatures. I'm just looking at what I can do. Yeah, a lot of these are like not good for being indoors with a lot of people, and they're probably realizing that. Yeah, I think while they're trying to figure out what to do, the Kenku can do whatever.
Okay. Anything else?
No, there's not very much they can do that won't cause a lot of collateral damage.
Shin, what do you do?
Corey thinks I trust the Kenku. Of course, I'm following the Kenku with the gun pointed at him.
Okay.
Right. No, Bex understands that Shin does not trust, but Corey thinks that Shin trusts.
Okay.
Gun's
So
not
Corey
necessarily
goes save
pointed at him,
Matthias
but
from dying.
Shin is definitely following Kenku and not necessarily raising hand up in violence against him anymore, but definitely like paying attention to the Kenku's intent. So basically just a steady passive insight on him as we go.
Okay. Nala?
Trying to pull Matthias up.
Are you already pulling him up?
Well, he just needed to get wet, yeah?
Don't know. He didn't really. He didn't say what he was trying to do. He just said, "Fuck it, I'm going overboard."
At about, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. If he hasn't come up, then I'm going to start pulling him up.
Okay, so that's 5 turns from now because each turn's a second. 6 seconds. Sorry,
Okay.
round.
Because average person can hold their breath for like a minute, yeah?
Yes, a minute per constitution. You think he's pretty sturdy. You think he's got a couple minutes easy.
Okay.
So
Superhumans.
both you and Corey instinctively know something's wrong. Especially you because you feel the rope pull and it pulls away from the ship slightly like something's tugging on it. And a creature that's on the side of the boat drops the invisibility it had and cuts the rope. And it, the rope, and Matthias are left behind the ship.
Wait, say that again?
So you're holding the rope, getting ready to pull him in, and you feel another tug on it because something else is pulling on it. And you see a creature that was invisible now become visible that cuts the rope between you and Matthias, and it, the rope that it's hanging onto, and Matthias are now flying behind the ship as you are no longer holding on to him.
Do I think I can? Do I think with my strength that I could swim while pulling him?
What? You don't have him anymore.
What I'm insinuating is, do I think as Nala that I would have the strength if I jumped in to get him that I could swim and carry him to the boat?
Maybe. That's real tough. Because that's another person and a heavy suit of armor that he's wearing.
And she's wearing a heavy suit of armor.
And what's going on around the boat?
At the moment, nothing. Except for people underneath.
I guess I'll just wait.
You can also communicate with Isk now since they have the amulet, so if you need extra help, you can talk to them.
Corey, do you have any reactions?
I don't have anything I can use as a reaction. I have a plan, but it needs to be my fucking turn.
You can say something.
Dying over here. I'll get him. As I see Nala contemplating jumping off the boat.
Okay. The Kenku tries to go underneath, but it's so crowded at this point he can't get to where he needs to go. And he says, one way or the other, we're getting off this boat.
Hot, babe.
Really gonna in his head. Really need to explain that.
I can't.
Well, that was 5 words, so I don't know if you're giving me more than 5 words.
That's true. The sailors start moving him out of the way because they need to get to it to try and stem the issue with the acid. One of them is taking one of the planks and like scraping it along and maybe like trying to absorb some of the acid with it, which does a little bit. Matthias, what do? You realize you are not attached to the boat anymore.
Yeah. And I'm assuming I see that creature that cut the rope.
Make me a perception check at disadvantage because you are struggling just to stay afloat, let alone try to see what's going on. Unless you just don't want to swim, and then you can see it. Yeah, you see it.
Does it look
It
like
is a
it's trying-
shadowy, really strange creature that has long fingernails, sharp, no discernible mouth, white eyes, and a very elongated body.
And did it just cut the rope, or does it have the end of the rope?
It cut the rope and grabbed on the half that you're on, and it looks like it's going after you.
Hmm. Well, I guess he's gonna cut his end of the rope and try and make his way towards the boat as much as he can. Even though
It's between you and the boat. So you can swim towards it, that's fine, but the boat's it's gonna outpace you easy.
he'll still try and go towards the boat because
Swim to
Closer.
me, baby.
Okay.
closer he can be, the easier it'll be for people to get to him.
Boat sailing speeds. Heat knots. Okay. Heat knots. Yeah, that's a good representation, actually. 9 miles per hour. Foot per second. No. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out.
How far away the boat's getting from me?
13.5 feet per second. So 6 seconds, that's 72 feet, 78 feet. Yeah, 78 feet. The boat has moved 78 feet away from you.
And I guess as the last of it, telepathically to Isk, it's like, don't know where you are, but I'm overboard.
Oh no.
Okay. Corey, your turn.
Control
watch-
water.
It's just within range, yes.
300-foot range on control water.
Was it? I thought, oh, it is.
It's
300.
a
Yeah,
300-foot. I fucking control water and get my goddamn paladin back.
Damn.
Get up here, baby.
Wow.
Wow.
I want my paladin back. Get on the boat.
How much movement do you get? It
Yeah, that
doesn't
if-
say.
Yeah, for redirect flow, it doesn't say. But what I will say, because I've been thinking about this since my last turn, is we have used control water to make the boat go faster. So I would assume it can go at least as far as the boat per turn, or it wouldn't be very helpful.
It's true.
So it says you can control freestanding water that is a cube up to 100 feet on a side. So can it go 100 feet, maybe?
No, that's
mean,
just
I was-
giving you the size of it.
Yeah, I was looking at redirect flow, but it doesn't say how fast. But that's kind of the idea, right? Like to pick him up in a current and push, like tidal wave him onto the boat, kinda.
Oh, so redirect flow just basically means if it's flowing, say you have two paths that you can have the river flow. You flow it one way, then you can flow it the other way instead. Like you're just changing which way it's pointing. But what you're doing with the boat is you're basically pushing the boat.
Right, but what I'm trying to do is make a wave of water that pushes Matthias onto the boat.
I know. Oh
Brett?
boy, that's
This is dying. Can you help?
Or at least get him towards the boat. Because there was stuff on the side where it's close enough he could maybe grab on.
Yeah, sure, yes. Push him into the side of the boat. You have to plug it in, Goofus.
Not just.
God damn it! I have to make
Yeah.
so many DM calls.
Take my phone charger out.
No, it's not gonna fit. It's fine.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Let's see if I
Okay.
can't find.
I'll be right back for 1 minute.
I'll refill my water then.
It says that I can create a 20-foot tall wave that travels from one side of the area, 100-foot cube, to the other. How about that? Is that helpful?
Sorry, what was that?
Looking at the flood effect, it says if you choose an area in a large body of water, right? I'm controlling a 100-foot cube. If you choose an area in a large body of water, you can create a 20-foot tall wave that travels from one side of the area to the other. So I can create a 20-foot tall wave that moves 100 feet. So you
Yep.
can put it right behind him and move
So
it onto the
100 feet.
boat.
100 feet is going to be the call because of that. So you can grab standing water to rise by as much as 20 feet. So did he sink beneath 20 feet? He didn't. So you can raise him up, and then you can move him 100 feet.
So I want to move it. I don't know how tall the boat is off the water, but either onto the side of the boat or onto the deck.
God.
He jumped in the ocean, man. I'm just trying to do my job over here.
You can get him onto the side of the boat, but you can't get him on the boat itself.
I will use the wave to hold him onto the boat until he can grab on. I have 10 minutes of this shit.
I will say that you can make a wave to do that, but you won't be able to just hold that wave there. It's because you're just making a flood effect. So you can continuously make waves to do that, but you can't just hold the wave there.
Well,
Yeah, you're
hopefully he's on the
Nakatara.
side of the boat now.
So Matthias, you're gonna grab both of them because it's a full wave. So Matthias, you need to make me a dex check.
Just a check.
And because you don't, well, I think it's more of the fact that what you're having to deal with. It's going to be a dex check at disadvantage because of the fact that you're still in your armor. It's really hard to control.
Get up here, dum-dum.
Okay.
Oh,
Both Matthias and the creature grab onto the webbing that's on the side of the boat.
whatever. I'll deal with the creature later.
It looks pissed.
Good.
Isk, your turn.
Well, since Shin seems to have a gun trained on the Kenku, he's
Also-
probably got this under control.
Corey, write that down. 100 feet. Control water.
Yep.
So we don't have to have this. All right, great. So you just gonna leave it be? You're gonna leave the Kenku be?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shin's got this under control.
But you also notice that it can't get to where you think it needs to go because the sailors are in the way.
Oh, can I help with that probably on the way out? All the spells I have can move people out of the way. But which one? Can Isk like tidal wave a bunch of people out of the way on the way upstairs?
Sure. Go
Uh,
for it.
No time to explain.
Isk is a delight.
No time to explain. Just gonna do that.
I am okay with this happening, but I would just like to explain something. Sailors, we have to cover the hole in the ship so that it doesn't sink. Isk, let's fill the hole with water of our own design.
Isk just like got it.
Where is this going to drain to? Don't know. But that's not my problem. People need to get out of the way.
Okay.
It's happening and it's too late to stop.
Make me a nature roll.
You got it. Terrible.
You get the Kenku as well.
Cool. Well, at least there's a gap open when he gets back up.
Kenku is black. What's your save DC? It's already theirs. DC 16. Yikes. They all fail.
Oh boy.
Woohoo!
The sailors and the Kenku are out.
Like, unconscious?
Yes, they're unconscious.
Oh no.
Shit. Oh my god.
This is going great, guys.
We're doing so good, y'all.
Shin's look at Isk is the most surprised look you will have ever seen him give anyone ever.
So now I pose the question for you guys. Should we pause it there and let you pick back up next week? 'Cause that seems like a really good spot to hold.
I want my dum-dum back on the boat. Personally, that's my opinion.
I think this is a good spot just for the tension where it's at right now.
Before it becomes Shin's turn and he goes to Isk and says, "What the fuck?"
Plus, that was the bottom of the order. So then when we start again, we're right back at the top of the order. So.
Hey, dum-dum. No jumping in the ocean in heavy armor, okay?
I had a minute.
You scared the shit out of me is what you did. And by me, I mean Corey.
The good news, V, is that all the shit that was on your armor is gone.
Yay.
Bad news is you're hanging onto the side of a ship right next to a potential shadow demon.
Also,
Yeah, well-
also the boat's not going to keep going for that much longer.
It's okay, guys. Everything's fine.
One way or another, we're getting off this ship.
He wasn't wrong.
You see what happens when you try to be good people? If only we were a party of murder hobos, we could have just left those fucking kids in the ocean. None of this shit would have happened.
Oh, man.
Could have rolled lower on your perception check and not seen them.
Our fucking paladin could have told us that he detected evil on them, and that would have been
Yeah,
useful.
what was that?
I was
Hey,
literally
I
about to
detect evil.
cast Detect Good and Evil as, like, when they woke up and then there was a commotion downstairs.
The next time you did it, Shin even gave you a look. Like, what the fuck's he doing? Was there any reply to what the fuck is he doing? No.
None of us knew except Matthias.
Oh,
So
man.
only Matthias, the super dum-dum now, knew that there was a problem on the ship.
What, baby? Yeah. Sorry, my father.
Well, Isk has one more third level spell slot of water breathing, so if this goes really badly.
Oh my god.
No, fucking Shin's gonna levitate out of there. Fuck that.
Yeah, we're not dead quite yet, but
Corey's gonna drown for sure. I only have one more cast of control water and it only lasts 10 minutes. I don't think it's getting us to shore, folks.
I've got
Are we in the middle of the ocean?
you better believe we are.
No, you're not that far off from
Fantastic.
you're not far off from the coast because as Miser explained before, they're all coast ships. There was no
Oh,
reason
okay.
to go wide.
Can we
So most
see
of these-
the coast?
Yes, you are within
Oh.
eyeball distance of the coast.
So it's
That's
swimmable.
good.
Yeah?
For some, swimmable for some.
Those of us with heavy armor, maybe not so much.
Yeah. Corey is probably not going to make it, and anybody else who leaves their armor on is probably not going to make it.
This can polymorph into like a shark.
Yeah. And we can ride on you to see.
Yeah. Yup.
Right.
It's not
I
gonna
think
be a
I
very
have
smart
fever.
shark. Oh no.
No, help me!
It's happening.
What's
Plague.
happening?
The plague has spread.
I'm dying.
No one's safe.
How's
Oh, boy.
how's your throat?
No, it's fine. I'm fine. Totally fine.